we still think it's special.
Wildcats. It is the 2023 season kickoff. Welcome aboard, everybody. I am Kevin Westhouse, joined by Jeff Johnson and Mr. Nate Sherman. Up here in the booth tonight. Hey guys, how you doing? Well, Thursday night football is right. We have Chris Larson on the camera tonight. Chris, welcome aboard. And Mr. Brian Nastrom getting it done down here.
Production, his hands are already burning. There we go. There's today's broadcast crew. We also have Greg Peters down on the field with our field camera tonight. He's going to bring these guys coming out of the huddle. Look at the Wildcats looking good tonight in their dark blue and the white bonnets tonight. Fellas, you get a little bit excited, huh? Look at that. Glad to have you aboard. Yeah, we were talking a little bit before the game. We'd really, kind of like last year, guys, we don't really know what to expect. Last year we went into Rapids. We said we don't know what kind of team we have. We just really don't know. Fell behind in the game early, and then came and rallied back and won by a pretty convincing margin. Tonight, similar. Why don't you talk to us about that, Jeff and Nate?
Yep, you bet. Wildcats coming off probably one of the most historic seasons in school. Last year's season against Wisconsin Rapids won 28-7 after getting off to a slow start.
Yeah.
Wildcats ranked number 4 in Division II by Wisports.net. Predicted to finish second in the conference by Wisports.net as well.
How do they predict that when you got a bunch of sophomores and juniors?
No idea.
It's a beauty contest.
Yep,
These guys look pretty good, huh? All right, we're going to honor America with our national anthem. Welcome to the 2023 high school football season for your River Falls Wildcats. Kevin Westhouse, Nate Sherman, and Jeff Johnson bringing you all the action tonight. Chris Larson on the camera, and our
Under the direction,
production
Coach
coordinator,
Tony
Mr. Braden Engstrom.
Lincoln Red Raiders.
Starting lineups, fellas. But this came on us pretty quick, didn't it? We thought we had 9 minutes and a lot of time to talk, and they just went right into it.
Yes, they did.
And now for the starting offense for the River Falls Wildcats.
For 8 touchdowns throughout the season.
Get into the run-through line.
Then junior
Cody Olson.
That's good information. So it is, yeah, it's change audio. There it is, that's the one. Yeah. How about right now? So now Ariel, give me a report and we go back down there. I think we got it. Thank you.
I don't even care, but my face is on the shirt.
All right, Kevin, we got about a minute. Should we go through some of tonight's?
Yeah, let's do it.
Some of the key returners for tonight.
Go. Let's
Nate,
talk
you
through
wanna
key returners.
Yeah, for the Wildcats.
We got it, Chris.
Jonah Severson, obviously a huge returner for the Cats. Starting running back last year, carried the ball for 1,500 yards, 23 touchdowns, and also caught the ball 5 times for 74 yards. As we mentioned, Jacob Range, a returning senior quarterback, coming off of a nice junior year, winning a conference championship under center for his team. Cody Olson returning, and some other key players for the Wildcats include Lucas Johnson and Gavin Clay on the defensive and offensive line, respectively.
Kicking off to start the season for the Red Raiders, number 23, Ashton Fisher. Back to receive the Wildcats. Number 2, Andrew Amundsen.
So I did get a message too. So when we put the graphics on, sometimes the audio is going out too. So these comments at home are great. Kick is away, fielded back, and it's going to get out of the end zone. Wow, what a booming kickoff there by Wisconsin Rapids. So the Wildcats will receive here early on, and we're going to work the kinks out in our broadcast booth. So keep giving us those comments. If you see something or don't hear something, let us know. We'll make some corrections. We have quite a production up here, and so we'll do the best we can. Thank you. Keep those comments coming. So that kicks out of the end zone, and here we go. Wildcats take the field. Jonas Severson in the backfield. I see Cal Dumond on the far side of the line over there. Jacob Range under center. Let's pitch it out right here to Severson. He cuts it back up and picked up right where they left off. Gain of 9 for Jonas Severson on the opening carry. At the coach's show, he said that's his favorite play.
Yeah, the Wildcats' experience tonight is on their left side of their offensive line, so look for a lot of carries to the left tonight.
Mason Novak in the game for the Wildcats, wearing number 17. He splits out here to the near side. Up top will go Cody Olson. Who else we got up top, fellas? I didn't see the second receiver up there. 4, 5 receivers out. Range. Little screen here to the near side to the inside. Andrew Amundsen. Amundsen's got some wheels. He's breaking tackles. He's got the 40. 25-yard gain for Andrew Amundsen.
That was a beautiful setup play, Kevin. Great block by number 4, Eli Johnson on the play, which sprung Amundsen free for a long run.
Yeah, he had about 15, then broke some tackles. He was high stepping in when he got over the 50 and tacked on another 9, a little yak for Amundsen there. Nice wide receiver screen, well executed, and down the field they go. Two big plays here in the early going for the Wildcats. Jacob Rain, pistol formation, give it to Jonas Severson. He cuts back and falls ahead for 3.
Jonas Severson with the carry. Wrapped up at number 54, Tanner Gormanson.
For Wisconsin Rapids, keep an eye on number 42, Carter Christie, first team all-conference player from last season. Tackling machine, he is close to 100 tackles in 2022.
Well, 3 plays, guys. You don't want to judge a season, but you came out of the gate pretty hard. 2nd down and 6 now for the Wildcats. Under center is Jacob Range. He'll hand it off to Severson again, looking for a hole. Nice job by Wisconsin Rapids. That's number 42.
That's Christie, who I just mentioned, Kevin.
Uh-huh.
He had a lot of tackles in last year's game in Rapids.
Boy, that was a pretty tackle by Christie there. He just stepped up and got his shoulder right in the breadbasket of Jonas Severson and stuffed him after a gain of about 4. 3rd down and 4 now. Little meat on the bone. I'd say this is 4 down territory. Wouldn't you say, Nate?
Yeah, I think so. Novak and Amundsen wide right. Eli Johnson on the left side, range to pass.
He's going to roll out to his right now, looking down the field. Got his eyes. Got a man. It's caught. Nice catch, Mason Novak. Nice hands by Novak. Nice job by Range, leading him perfectly. Novak, though, with really good hands on that, guys.
Really nice play. Good job by Jacob Range, moving past his primary target and rolling out, scrambling. And Novak, one of probably a handful to a half dozen sophomores who expect to be in the game quite a bit tonight.
Wow, that was a nice catch by Mason Novak. He got that ball, caught it away from his body, then brought it right back down into his frame and advanced it for about another 4 yards. 1st and 10 now as the Wildcats are moving quickly here in the first series. They've got it on the 24-yard line. Pistol formation again. Range. He's going to keep it on the far side, looking for blockers. He's got the edge. He's got 10. He's got 12 and out of bounds. Jacob Range. They're going to give him 11 on the carry there for Jacob Range. Wow.
Jacob's an athlete. If you remember from last year, he can run. A dual sport athlete, obviously a strong wrestler.
He's a wrestler. We're going to get into a little bit of that. I know head coach Cameron Loomis gave me a little bit of a read. He's really high on his wrestlers who are also football players, or football players who are also wrestlers, depending on what coach you might want to talk to there, right? 1st and 10, they had moved the chains again. Wildcats now knocking on the door. They're in the red zone here early. Range hands it off to Severson. Cuts it back up in there. Didn't look like a lot, but he falls ahead for about 8. Let's call it 8. We're going to call it 8. I'm going to call it 8. There's 9 minutes left here in quarter number 1, and the Wildcats are moving here.
A much better start than last year's game at Rapids, where the Wildcats did not get on the scoreboard till halfway through the 2nd quarter. So coming out strong tonight, Kevin.
Really strong thus far. They've got it in the hands of their athletes. They got it to the receivers. Boy, just a nice drive. I don't want to jinx it right here. I don't want to go Troy Aikman on you right away and go, what a nice drive, and they're going to fumble on the next play. Range, pitch it out to Severson. He's looking for the edge. He's got 1st down yardage. Headed for the promised land. Jonas Severson. He's got a touchdown. There's the signal. Jonas Severson. Instant replay on that, huh? Nice job, Jonas Severson. Very patient behind his blockers. He found the edge and then a little bit of will.
Replay if you get a chance to show it.
We'll watch that right after this.
Did a heck of a job blocking, and Jonah just followed him and went right into the end zone.
So
for
who
the
is
first
our
touchdown.
So who is our kicker? Is it Gavin Carafell?
Gavin Carafell's our kicker,
yeah.
a freshman, number 40.
I heard he's got a leg.
He does.
Let's see if he's got it here. The freshman. The hold is down. The kick is up, and he just nicely bangs that through. Absolutely buried it, did Gavin Carafell. And with 8 minutes and 28 seconds to go here in quarter number 1, it's your River Falls Wildcats 7. The Red Raiders of Wisconsin Rapids have yet to possess it. Nice series. Somebody find the clap emojis early and keep those handy, because that
varsity catch tonight on that opening drive.
Guys, it's always good when Mom is on and she gives you the clap, claps,
Very
right?
nice.
Right on.
Very nice.
Way to go,
Thanks,
Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
Moms never quit on their sons, do they?
Nope.
So field cam audio is good, graphics not so much, she said. So well, look back. Let's look back at that play again right here, guys. Let's go watch the replay here.
Kicking off for the Wildcats. Number 53, Brooks Rivard. Back to receive. Wisconsin Rapids, number 23, Ashton Fisher.
Boy, that's too bad. Right after that nice drive, and they returned it out to the 48 of the Wildcats.
Yes, they did. Ashton Fisher, he was a first-team all-conference player for Wisconsin Rapids last year. One of their best threats on both sides of the ball. So we'll be calling his name a lot tonight.
Yep.
Brooks Rivard is our kickoff person this year as well. Also our starting offensive lineman, number 53.
So we were aware from a few people on the graphics we weren't getting the audio. So I'll let Braden's going to work on that up here. Again, it's early. We just came off baseball like 3 days ago, so we're still putting her together. Thanks for your patience. That's Jonah Rasmussen pitching it out to the far side. A swarm, a host of Wildcats all jacked up on a case of Mountain Dew. Nice tackle right there. I got 58 on that, Lincoln McCarty.
58 and number 8, Cody Olson teaming up on that tackle. Nice job holding the edge in the backside pursuit, just like you draw it up.
No audio on the replay either. Okay, Braden's working it. He's working it. We'll get her. Thank you, but those comments are great. Braden's up here working his magic. 2nd down and 13. Handoff on the inside, but boy, right there.
Jack Rock making
Like
his
a
presence
rock.
known right away here in this game.
I hate to steal Chevy's commercial, but that is like a rock right there. Wow.
And this is exactly the position the Wildcats want to put the Red Raiders in, not a team that throws the ball very often. Last year, they only threw 38 passes the entire season, and right now we're sitting in a 3rd and long territory.
Yeah, the comments you guys are saying you're helping us greatly fine-tune our audio. So we're working through all those issues. We are just actually working it out on the fly. We weren't sure when we heated it up. We thought, hey, we're adding graphics at the last second, right? We're going on the air, so this is good. 3rd and 13. Under center, barking up the calls, and now we got a delay a game. Yes, it is delay a game, so now that 3rd and 13 will turn into a 3rd and 18 for Wisconsin Rapids. They didn't look very urgent, did they? Not much urgency. Yeah, get up on the comment sections, too, and let us know what you guys are up to tonight, and if you're having fun, where you're watching from. Shout out to Johnny's. I know they've got it on down there. Tarnation Tavern, West Wind. Hello, folks. Glad you could join us. 3rd and 18, I'm going to call it. Once again, Jonah Rasmussen under center for Wisconsin Rapids. Back to pass, looking. Edge rush coming far side, got a man, and good defense out there. Oh, really nice. Bryce Bevan, good coverage.
Bryce Bevan, one of the experienced returning players in the Wildcats secondary, did a nice job of coverage there.
Yeah, he didn't interfere, but he did not let that receiver come back to the football. Really nice. Chris Larson, nice job with the camera work there. That a baby.
Andrew Amundsen back to receive the punt.
Standing back on his own 15-yard line.
Ashton Fisher is the Red Raiders punter. He is also an all-conference punter from last season.
Nice punt. I can see why.
That's why.
He's going to punt it away. Hope that gets to the end zone. He's going to pick it up. Take it on his own 7. Gets past one. Now another. Nice job, Andrew Amundsen. The kid's got some wheels. And he's going to be our speed merchant this year. Takes it all the way out to the 37. Hey guys, that was one of those where that was one of those. No, no, no. Yes, yes, yes.
Nate, he did that all by himself too.
Yeah, for sure.
He did that without really any help. So great run by Andrew there.
So Andrew's been in a couple plays this football game, and both times he's touched the football, he showed some athleticism.
We had a pre-snap flag there. I think that's on Rapids, maybe a illegal procedure or.
The light bar is on this side over here in the front. You see that? You're all over that. Not Chris Larson's first rodeo on the camera.
So that 5-yard penalty will put the ball at the 43-yard line. Excellent field position for the Wildcats.
Penalty on Rapids, push the ball back.
We'd like to welcome everybody in from Wisconsin Rapids as well. So just a warning, we're about 77% Homer, but we will always celebrate your team and your athletes as well. We really appreciate you guys making the trip over to River Falls tonight. Looking forward to a great football game on a beautiful, glorious mid-August day here in River Falls, Wisconsin. About 70 degrees here at kickoff range. Hands it off again to Severson, who's got a hole and falls ahead for 10 more yards.
Jonah does about as good of a job as any player I've seen in high school football falling forward after he is tackled. Always gets an extra yard or two from that.
So last year, Jonah Severson with 23 touchdowns and about 1,506 yards.
Impressive junior year. Looking for more of the same this year from Jonah.
They're going to say that is a first down. They're going to move the chains. Wildcats back into Red Raider territory of the Wisconsin Rapids. Boy, really glad to have you all along. It's so good to be back with you folks, Wildcat football fans, and more whistles on the field. And we got a timeout, River Falls. That might give us a second to maybe throw a commercial up there for First National Bank of River Falls. Right here. We'll just pick one. How long is it? A minute? All right, thank you, First National Bank of River Falls. They're over there in Prescott. They're downtown River Falls and on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. And Jeff saw that commercial go up, and he goes, "Where'd you get that one?"
I think we dug that one up from the archives, I think, somewhere. But
we don't want to set the bar too high early,
Yeah,
right? Right.
yeah.
You got to have people wanting.
we got
right?
some others too. So yeah,
I heard you cut a new one today.
we did.
I heard a lot of it still on the cutting room floor.
Some of it is. Yep. I don't know if we'll see that tonight, but if we don't, we'll see it next week for sure.
We've got it. So there we go. So if you're having other audio issues, please let us know. I think Braden's correcting them as we go along here. So getting that dialed in. 7-0 Wildcats with 5:41 to go here in the first quarter. Wildcats took a timeout. Now we got a fresh set of downs. We got two receivers here to the near side. Pistol formation. Jacob range. Fake handoff, back to pass. Looking post route down the middle. Got a man. Oh, just out of the outstretched arms of Andrew Amundsen. Well drawn up play, Nate.
Yeah, I like how they're spreading the ball around a little bit. Even though we didn't connect on that one, that'll keep the defense honest and hopefully give Severson a little bit more room between the tackles.
Hey, I want to say hello to Chris LaSalle. He's watching from West De Pere. He said he enjoyed the playoff broadcast so much, he figured he'd come back to check it out. He says, best of luck to the Wildcats, and he says, we hope we meet up again this season. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Chris. Love to have you.
We hope so too, Chris.
Yes. 2nd down and 10. Just missed on that play there. Pitch out, Severson, cut back, got some room, high knees, moving through there. He's got a gain of 6 on the play. Boy, he had his knees up to his chin. Looked like one of those high knee drills right there. The tornado goes through there. Pieces of junk just flying off everywhere out, and he's moving ahead for 6.
Similar play to the touchdown run. Connor Bamman pulling out of his right guard position, and Jack Rock leading the way, creating some space for Severson to pick up 6 on that second down play.
Jacob Range has his team in the huddle. He reads his wrist, shouting out the plays. They work their way to the line. Under center, Range now. Two in the backfield. Give it to Severson again, cutting to the outside. He's real close to first down yardage, fellas, and I think he might have it by looking at that official on the far side.
Yep, first down.
First down.
Good power run that time by Jonah. And we've had some really good blocking tonight, Nate, from our offensive line, which features 2 sophomores.
Who was the fullback there? I didn't see, was that Dumond on the fullback, or who was fullbacking there in front of Jonah? Did you see?
It was probably Cody Olson.
Okay.
I would imagine.
Cody Olson, number 8.
Could have been. Yeah, the offensive line is untested. Only 1 returner from last year.
Jackson Rock, I think, is your halfback now, fullback, number 41.
41, yep.
He's going to follow Rock up through the middle and moves ahead for 2.
It's interesting. At Friday's scrimmage, Cody Olson, number 8, played almost exclusively at the fullback position, Nate. But tonight he's playing a lot of tight end, which is where he played last year, and Jack Rock is playing the fullback.
Yeah, Coach Schur said that he was going to be a fullback, but would often line up as a tight end, kind of in the slot area, just off the tackle, and that's what we're seeing so far. He's a versatile athlete, and that's something that Coach Schur has preached in our pregame interview, is he wants to be able to move the ball around and take advantage of what the defense gives him.
Boy, I like the word versatile. Coach likes that word versatile. Second down and 8. Jacob Range under center now. And we got an offsides, I believe. Some movement on the top end of that defensive line. Let's see if they was drawn off or if they just jumped.
Looks like a delay game.
Oh, wow. So maybe he's trying to time the defender is trying to time the play clock and hit it right at 0, and he's off, but it was a delay game. Loss of 5, and for the first time today, the Wildcats will work from behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Hey, we got the Candyman, Kolevovold, tuned in from Arizona. How about that?
Oh, boy.
Arizona.
I hope that crew's doing okay down in sunny AZ. I heard it was 105 after they got off the golf course today.
Yeesh.
Scott Baker, welcome aboard. It's a beautiful night for football. It sure is. This is a 10. 2nd down and 13. Range back to pass. Now he's going to scramble, being chased. He's got a seam. He's got some green grass in front of him. He tucks and goes. 15, 20, first down. Boy, he had green grass and he had blockers, guys.
Good job by Jonas Severson, number 0 on that play. He did a good job of screening the defender and allowed Jacob to have some nice open space to run through.
Yeah, good to see Jacob Range, a second-year signal caller, making a good decision, tucking it and using his athleticism there to pick up a big gain.
Well, let's look at the replay here. I like how he picked his head up right here. That tucks the ball. It's high and tight. He's got the point. And then down he goes. And, boy, really nice run there for Jacob Range. Good scamper. Boy, he made that first defender miss, and then it was his head up. He saw the grass. He saw the blockers, and he just went. Gain of what? It was about 24 yards maybe. Now we got a timeout again by River Falls. And Jonas Severson's palms up. He's like, what are you calling timeout, Coach?
It's their second timeout of the first quarter for River Falls.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not surprising.
Yeah.
A lot of new players, first game of the season, trying to make sure they have the right personnel, the correct formations. Might as well take a timeout here while you're in scoring position.
Hey, do we go thank some of our sponsors, Jen Rivard, State Farm Insurance. I want to talk a little bit about Jen, and I think we're getting audio on this now. Audio on that, so I'll just tell you right now that Jen Rivard, we're working on the audio on that. So Jen Rivard, she is donating $1,000 this year to the Sunshine Fund, so big plays that happen and whatnot. We just want to remind. It's always going to remind us to say thank you to Jen Rivard with State Farm Insurance for always a proud sponsor of Wildcat football and the River Falls Sunshine Fund. Also, we want to Joe Karras with Black Wolf Exteriors. Just popped it up real quick, and then we'll get off. back. So we're working on that audio too. Joe Karras with Black Wolf Exteriors, also a proud sponsor of Wildcat football and the River Fall Sunshine Fund. Rolling out to his right, looking, range, got a man in the end zone, caught, touchdown! Oh, what a hook up there to Eli Johnson. Eli Johnson, look at him, little flex. Too, so yeah, all right, let's look at this again. Eli Johnson, nice pattern by Eli down in the end zone, hands up, boom, got it, touchdown, 13-0 River Falls. Wow.
Any longtime Wildcat fan knows they love to go to their tight ends, Nate.
Absolutely, and Eli is a promising tight end for sure, 6'6", 225, and one of the fastest players on the Wildcat football team.
The snap is good, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is perfect. And freshman Gavin Carafel bangs another one through. He might have a kicker, guys.
2 for 2. He looks
one.
very poised out there, too, for
Doesn't
a freshman.
he?
I can't imagine what I'd be feeling as a freshman trying to kick a football.
Did you ever see a golfer, like you walk on the golf course, did you ever see a guy swing? You go, God, he's got a nice swing. Just relaxed and good and confident. His football swing is kind of like that with his leg, just relaxed and confident and, good mechanics.
Probably better mechanics than the Packers kicker I watched on the other night.
Right?
He was struggling with those extra points.
Hey, I've got a couple more shout-outs here. Irene Johnson watching from Phillips. Hello. Kyle Thompson. Welcome aboard. Deb Bennett. She's cheering on the Red Raiders from Geneva, Nebraska. Welcome aboard. Craig Gervais, James Strash, and replay audio is good. We got the word on that, so we're good there. We're just narrowing this thing down. We're chipping away at all the issues. Chipping away. Braden has not even broken a sweat yet over here either. So, wow, what a pretty good start with 2:50 left to go in quarter number 1. 14-0 Wildcats over the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. And I don't know if they saw it coming. I don't know if I saw what I'm seeing coming. Kind of like last year.
I did not, especially after watching Friday's scrimmage. There were
sandbagging,
a lot of mistakes.
Sandbagging.
And this is a different-looking football team we're watching tonight.
The kick is away. Short kick again. They might want to find kicker down to the 17-yard line, here to the near side. And there's big old number 23, Austin Fisher, carrying the ball. Carries it out to the 33-yard line.
Bryce Bevan on the tackle, I think, number 13. Nice job by Bryce. Big play Bryce, had a few last year.
Brooks Rivard on the kickoff. He's got the hand in a club, maybe something broken in the hand area or thumb, but he kicks it off and bangs it down there, and back to the bench he goes.
Yep, he's also our starting offensive guard, and he's doing a nice job blocking with that club on.
Boy, that's a pretty shot right there. Under center, Jonah Rasmussen. Hand off up the middle. That is absolutely stuffed, and we got a flag on the play, and the ball's on the ground. Wildcats say they have it. Let's see the signal. See the signal. They're waving above their heads, and Wildcats have the football. There's a flag on the play, though, so everybody hold your water. Everybody hold your water.
I think that might have been a beanbag, Kevin. Might have been marking the ball.
Was it?
There.
Yeah. Ball on the ground. It's a beanbag. Nate, great call there.
Cody Olson with the fumble recovery there.
And I think it was Lincoln McCarty that got
All
in
right,
the backfield.
we're going to stop guessing. We're going to look at it again. Oh, yeah, that was knocked out of there. 58.
Lincoln McCarty
caused that fumble. Look at him. Lincoln knew it, too. Wow, Lincoln McCarty pops that free.
I'll probably say this often this season, Kevin, but not many players play harder than Lincoln McCarty. He's never takes it down off and came through for the Cats right there.
Yeah, Lincoln and Lucas Johnson should be a strength for the Wildcats on their defensive line this year.
Wildcats take over again, pitch it out to Joni. He's patient, looking for blockers, but a real nice tackle. That's 42. Carter Christie again on that tackle. He's your favorite, Jeff.
He is, and last year he basically dominated the game from the defensive end for the Red Raiders, and he's doing so again tonight.
My sister and brother-in-law are here from Sarasota, Florida. They have a condo in Stillwater as well, and they live up here some of the year, and they're here in the crowd tonight. Good to see Kim and Jeff. They know where the good times are. Handoff, keeper, range. moving forward and to the approval of the home crowd. Range knifes forward for another 7 yards. Real close to first down yardage. 3rd and 1.
Jacob looks faster to me this year.
Man, he hit the hole hard on that play, didn't he?
Yep.
You know, I like that play. They kind of faked the ball, hand off to the right to Severson. Almost functioned like a counter play. Jacob hit the hole off the left tackle for a nice gain.
Shout out to Dr. Todd Frisch, who's probably watching from the farthest place away. Santorini, Greece.
All right.
The country.
That's good. Range, Severson. First down yardage. Spins it forward. Nothing fancy. They needed 1. They've got 4. Down to the 19-yard line, and the Wildcats will move the chains again.
I didn't know our antenna made it all the way to Greece, Kevin, but it must, huh?
The World Wide Web. We have a potential viewing audience of 9 billion. Well, I don't know how many are on the web. Maybe 6 billion on the web. I don't know. We're hoping to get a couple thousand of those tonight. How about that? Nice crowd filtering into the garage right now. We're almost in move your feet, lose your seat time. It's getting crowded in here. Range looking, rolls out to his right. Got a man in the flat. 10, 5, 1. Oh, right down to the goal line. That's Jackson Rock.
Jack Rock having a heck of a quarter, Kevin, on both sides of the ball.
A couple guys. So I like Jackson Rock and also Andrew Amundsen. 2 guys that I really didn't have on my bingo card have stepped up here early.
Absolutely. Both players experienced. Right? They played quite a bit last year.
Look at Chris over here is watching the JV last year. Oh, I know these guys. These guys are the real deal. Yep. The cameraman says.
Yep, both seniors, both their time to shine.
1st and goal now from the 1-yard line. Here we go. They're going to call timeout. It's their 3rd timeout of the half. Some confusion. So just like us, we're a little bit, disheveled up here, mildly. Wildcats trying to get their act together here, too, in quarter number 1. So with 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter, it's Wildcats 14, the Red Raiders nothing. Hey, also, we're doing the Garage Gridiron Grinder again this year, so we're starting our short list, and right away you got to put Jackson Rock and Andrew Amundsen on the short list, I think, right out of the chute, for the Garage Gridiron Grinder.
They're both on there. I think Jacob is on there.
Jacob Range.
Jonah's on there.
Jonah's on there.
We've got a lot of good candidates.
Oh, there we go. So there's the Garage Bikes and Brews, and I'm going to give them extra love this year because that. So here's what I've been told. So you go to those graduation parties. I was told again on one given Saturday, a guy I know went to a graduation party. He said there on 3 different graduation parties, the Garage Bikes and Brews Garage Gridiron Grinder trophy was on 3 tables at graduation parties this year of seniors. So they're proud of that award. It is kind of a unique award. And we want to thank Riverland Laser as well for doing the engraving on those trophies. Every single one of those is engraved with the dates of the game. So they're specialized as well. Garage Gridiron Grinder coming up at the end of the game. You can participate in that. Pitch out to Jonas Severson. Little juke and move and into the end zone goes Jonas Severson for the 3rd score of the first quarter. And the Wildcats go up 20-0 with 42 seconds left. Wow.
What a start for River Falls. Wisconsin Rapids co-champion of the Valley Football Association last year, so this is no slouch of a team we're playing right now, Kevin.
And we are just moving the ball.
Kevin, Chippewa Falls leads Holman 7-0 in the second quarter. Chippewa Falls team not returning very many players. Holman, we will see them next week on the road. Rice Lake leads Menominee by a score of 12-7 in the second quarter. Rice Lake, former BRC team, now in the Middle Border Conference.
All right, kickoff. Kicks away. It's a little short kick, like hit his toe, and downed at the 35. Probably not the worst thing in the world. That looked like my 7-iron when I picked my head up and hit about 4 feet behind the ball. Actually, that shivers all the way down your spine. That's Mason Novak on the kickoff there.
Yeah, different kicker that time. Just testing out a couple guys, giving them a chance.
Yep.
One other score, Hudson leads Marshfield by a score of 3-0 in the second quarter.
Yeah, some of our graphics, we're still trying to get the audio back on some of those graphics, so we got grades on it. Got a whole bunch to get through, and along with keeping that ticker up for you guys as well. Who else in the league has a live game ticker? You should see Braden up here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games going, 6 including ours. Trying to keep that ticker going for you, and then trying to keep audio for you on our graphics.
3 screens he's operating, and still has time to Snapchat his buddies in Arizona.
Yes,
I think I have him on the list for the garage group.
Yeah, Brado.
Definitely.
Braden.
Yeah.
Brado's in the hunt.
Yep.
Okay, after that 5-yard penalty, now 1st and 5 for Wisconsin Rapids. Man in motion, under center, quick handoff up the middle. They'll push it ahead for 3. They'll take the positive yards as the clock is winding down here in quarter number 1.
Ball carrier number 16, Trevor Martin.
That's Trevor Martin on the carry.
Gain of 2.
So one of the things that the Wildcats were interested to pay attention to this year was how the defense would respond with a loss. A lot of their tacklers, Wyatt Bell, some guys in the middle, Blue Shoes on the edge, but so far so good for the Wildcats D.
2nd down and 3 now, and they're going to let the clock expire, and they're going to take it to quarter number 2. So the question is, will we get some stats? We may, so we'll see. We'll see. If we get them, we'll bring them to you. It might take a little bit to end of the first quarter, but anyway, 1 quarter in the books here in 2023. It's the River Falls Wildcats 20. The Red Raiders from Wisconsin Rapids, nothing. I'm Kevin Westhouse again, joined by Mr. Chris. My great color commentators. I'm Kevin Westhouse. We're glad you could all join us this afternoon. I guess early evening, and the light sun's still out, so it seems like early afternoon, but I guess for an early evening. And 20-0 Wildcats here, all Wildcats in quarter number 1. I think I want to go thank our sponsor, First National Bank of River Falls. Let's play a short ad on that. Give one of those 17-second. We'll see what we got.
Community banking is about giving back to the communities we serve. It's about focusing on needs and making decisions to better businesses and families in the area. It gives an opportunity for employees to live, work, and play local. We are your community bank.
Thank you, First National Bank of River Falls, for sponsoring everything Wildcats sport right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network. All right, 2nd and 3. Team switch sides, and now we're going to have an offsides, I believe, on number 58 from the Wildcats. Lincoln McCarty, a little eager, and off he goes, and that will give Wisconsin Rapids a first down. Nate, is that their first down?
I think it is.
Lincoln knew it. He nodded affirmatively when that happens, so just eager.
First ball game.
The bubble above his head was aw shucks, or something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that. 1st and 10. Handoff here to the near side. They move it ahead. Good positive yards for Wisconsin Rapids. They got to be happy just kind of moving the ball forward. That, again, is Trevor Martin on the carry.
Interesting to see Jonas Everson playing on both sides of the ball tonight, something he didn't do last year, and a tall task for a guy who gets handed the ball in the backfield 20, 25 times a game.
The amount of conditioning that must take is incredible, right? I mean, playing both sides of the ball like that. He's got touchdowns and running for around a couple hundred yards and making tackles. Wow. Oh, to be 17 again, huh? 2nd and 5. Handoff again up the middle. That moves forward. And Wisconsin Rapids has to be really happy right now that they're able to get some positive yards and move the chains. A lot of football left, guys. A lot of football. Really good start by the Wildcats. But, yeah, you play 4 quarters, and this thing, 20 is not going to do it tonight, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either.
Hey, we got Sam Simpson's family watching from Iron Ridge. Sam Simpson, the sophomore starting on the offensive line this year. Big,
promising sophomore, 6'3", 255. Heard he has pretty good feet.
The kid is a giant. He's like a gentle giant. Such a nice kid, smart kid, and a great football player, great athlete. Hand off there to the far side. That one goes to Trevor Martin again, taken down by a host of Wildcats. They see 54, Lucas Johnson coming off the bottom of the pile there.
Lucas Johnson, one of the experienced members of the Wildcat defense, leading returning sack person for the Cats.
Have quite a few newcomers on the defensive side, Jeff. We've got Anthony McPherson, Logan Gore, Taurus Eastgate in the game. Some guys that I don't think saw any time last year for the Cats.
Eastgate, a transfer from Nevada. He's at the top of your screen right now.
Pass back, looking down, got a home run, got a man wide open, and a touchdown-saving tackle. That's completed to Jackson Laskowski. Got in behind the defensive back. And who made that tackle there, guys?
That was Eastgate, I think.
Yeah. Inside the 5-yard line, 1st and goal.
Great effort by Tourist Eastgate there. He got in behind him, and then he never gave up on the play. Tackle him down on the 3. 1st and goal now for Wisconsin Rapids, and they're knocking on the door.
Kind of a rare throw by the Red Raiders. Like we said earlier, they do not throw the ball much, but did a nice job there.
44, Riley Usgard also getting some time in the linebacker position, coming off for a break.
Man in motion. Handed off to the – now they're going to keep it and taken down. That's 34 for the Wildcats. Logan Gore on the tackle. Boy, there's another name we didn't call last year, guys. The junior.
Yeah, he's a 5'9", 205-pound junior, and Coach Schurz is pretty high on him. Pretty aggressive player, strong kid. Nose for the football.
Hey, Dana Severson, Jonah's family from Wake Forest, North Carolina is watching. They said, great start, Wildcats. Les Stevenson, he said, heck of a throw, Jonah. That was nice. Real nice. 2nd down and goal. They lost a yard on the play. Under center, barking out the calls. Handed to the up back and met again by 54. Wow. Lucas Johnson.
Johnson and Jack Rock also in on the play.
Number 41.
Lucas Johnson and Jack Rock were all over that inside carry like a pack of dogs on a 3-legged cat. It was going nowhere.
There it is.
Check it off the list. We're done with that tonight.
8:33 in the second quarter.
We're done.
There it is.
That's usually first quarter material.
Yeah,
right. Just get it out. Just get it out of the way. All right, 3rd and goal now. Good stand here by the Wildcats. Wisconsin Rapids trying to punch this thing in. Wildcats trying to have something to say about it. Handoff again, and touchdown. He squeaks through. Is that 28? Cooper Burdick finds his way through a seam, and the Wisconsin Rapids is on the board. Pretty good fake by the quarterback. I thought he maybe hung on to it, but got it to Cooper Burdick up through the middle, and Burdick scores for Wisconsin Rapids. And they're on the board with 6 here with 8:12 to go till the half.
Good blocking by the Rapids offensive line there. They have some meat on the right side of their offensive line there. Did a good job of opening a hole for Burdick.
Real nice. Ashton Fisher will do the kicking here for Wisconsin Rapids. Kick is up, and it is belted through, and it is good. And Wisconsin Rapids puts a 7th spot on the board on a pretty impressive drive here to start the second quarter.
Good work. Get her done.
You said earlier, Kevin, 20 might not be enough. And good drive by the Red Raiders to get back in the ball game here.
Oh, thank you, Kim. My sister. She brings me water. Thank you. So I did get some, I'm going to forward you, or here's some stats. I don't know if you can see them or not.
Yep.
But before, go ahead. So
all right.
Globitz and Sons Moving Company sponsors our stats. So maybe have a graphic for that. Maybe. Let's see. Hold on. We're going to change you. Go ahead. We'll get the audio. We'll get the graphic in a second. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yep. Time of possession, Wildcats had the ball for 9 minutes in the first quarter. 72 yards rushing in the quarter, 40 by Severson, 32 by Jacob Range. 73 yards passing, mostly on that long screen pass, which I'm sure you remember. Total yards, 145 for the Wildcats.
Kicking off.
There we go. Thank you, Globitz and Sons Moving. We got stats. They stepped up and they said, we'll do stats for you. Give Globitz and Sons Moving a call. They'd like to help you with all your moving needs.
I'm not stupid.
I was just moving out here. Oh my God. Three steps.
That was really nice of my younger sister.
Kick is
Bring that
fielded
up here.
at the 4-yard line. First down.
Well, that was a good kickoff by Rapids right there, which put the Wildcats in a pretty tough position. Taurus Eastgate with the return, and Wildcats got a hole to dig out of here.
Hey, you want to hear a funny story about that sister who's brought me some water up here? So she got married 11 years ago in Stillwater. And we have a sister that's 4 years younger than her. So our youngest sister, after the post-game ceremony, when a stranger came up to my youngest sister and said, "Are you the mother of the bride?" Ouch.
Ow.
Ouch.
Ooh.
So every time I see my youngest sister, I always say that to her.
You probably never remind her of that. I'm
Never.
sure.
And you just told that story
on
live.
air.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Yep.
my
Yes, you did.
my mom says, "Kevin, I can't believe you said that."
Yeah. Look for the emojis from your mom now.
Right, exactly.
It may not be clap, clap, clap.
No.
Jonas Severson.
No, she said that. She said it did leave a bit of a scar. 2nd down and 7. Yeah, there's not many bad things you can say to people, but that's up there in the top 5 of things you should never say to somebody. All right, 2nd down and 3 now for the Wildcats. Back to for a regularly scheduled programming. Wildcats looking to answer the Red Raiders here. Severson on a pitch out, trying to find his blockers. Not a lot there this time, and probably taken for a bit of a loss, maybe 1 or 2 on the loss there for Severson. First time I think we went negative yards tonight.
And we're probably looking at our most important 3rd down of the game right here, Kevin. Deep in our own territory. If they don't convert this, Rapids will likely have really good field position.
Yes, I think it's going to call that about a no gain. Let's call it 3rd and 5 for River Falls. Passing down, but they got no receivers out right now. Wow. Trying to get him to draw off sides is Jacob Range. Give him the old hard count head fake. Give it to Severson in behind the blockers, churning forward. I don't think he's got 1st down yardage, but he does fall forward close to the marker, but it's going to be about a yard short.
Yep,
Jonas Severson with the carry. You stop at number 23.
4th down.
There was a ton of want to on that run there, but not quite enough. And it'll be 3rd and a half a yard, and I think it's punt time.
Well,
4th and short for the Wildcats.
So hats off, though, to the Red Raiders of Wisconsin Rapids here in quarter number 2. Boy, they didn't pack it in at all, did they?
they did not. Nope. And big 3rd down stand right there.
Huge.
Jackson Laskowski, who appears as the returner for Rapids, and I believe our punter is Jonas Severson. Yes, he is.
You can also run the football. I don't think you're going to fake it from here, though. Severson does a flag on the play. Good kick. Hits on the 49, but there's a flag, and what is a delay of game maybe? It's like a dead ball foul, I think it is.
I think offsides on the Wildcats. Our
Yeah.
long snapper there was a little bit anxious and maybe didn't wait for his lineman to get set. So we'll do it again, this time from our own end zone. New long snapper this year, Eric Chapin, graduated last year.
Yes,
I don't
he
know
did.
who our snapper is now. Looks like, is it 42? Ben
42
O'Malley?
is what I see. Yep.
Yeah.
Now kicking from his own end zone is Jonas Severson.
Good snap.
Spiraling kick. Fair catch called for on the 43-yard line.
Jonas Severson.
So not a terrible kick. Kicks it out there at about 40 yards and fielded on the 43. And Wisconsin Rapids will set up in great field position here for their 2nd possession of half number 2.
Well, a little shift in momentum. 5:37 left to go. We'll see what Rapids does here to see if they can answer their own score with another Wildcats looking to put a stop on the Red Raiders.
Yeah, Lee Stevenson says, let's go Big Red. We got the Red Raiders fans tuned in, cheering on the Red Raiders. Nice second quarter for them thus far. Handoff up the middle and taken down by 3 Wildcats there. 54, 42, and 24. Who do you got, Nate?
Well, we've got Logan Gore, Lucas Johnson, both in the tackle.
Right there, they got off their blocks quick and then met the running back right there in the hole. Gain of just 1. Second down and 9 with 5:10 to go here in quarter number 2. As we head towards halftime, 20-7 Wildcats. First quarter, all Wildcats. Second quarter thus far, all Wisconsin Rapids. Once again, they'll just stick with what's working up the middle. Now we got a pitch. Nice fake up the middle, but great discipline there by the River Falls Wildcats. I'm going to say hats off to Bryce Bevan holding his water.
Yep, good job. Bryce has been out there, returning player from last year. He knows what his role is and did it well there.
Yeah, Bryce Bevan didn't go for that fake at all. He really stayed in his lane. He held his water, then tracked that to the outside and made the tackle after a gain of 1. Third down and 8. It'll be interesting to see here if we're in 4-down territory for Wisconsin Rapids. Let's see if Jonah Rasmussen goes up top here at 3rd and 8. Rasmussen under center, man in motion. Pitch it out to the far side. They're going to run it. Wildcats stringing it out. And that is Leo Rangel trying to get to the outside, but the Wildcats just cut that thing off, and he gains maybe 1.
Nice job by Preston Johnson filling from the safety position there as the play was stretched out to the side.
Some pretty good defense right there by the Wildcats. Let them throw, said the Red Rangers fans. They want to see some aerial target. They're going to punt now. Didn't go up top. Couldn't run it on the ground there. And this time, first series they did, not there. They'll punt.
Yeah, interesting, Nate. I thought maybe they'd go for it from the 41-yard line.
Watch the fake here early. 4th and 7. Long count in the snap, and now we're going to have a timeout. Wisconsin Rapids.
And they still might go for it.
They might. You know, Rapids is looking at the clock right now thinking 3:14, no timeouts for the Wildcats, maybe hoping to get into halftime with the score 20-7, not wanting to give up another touchdown prior to half.
Do we have a chance just to kind of go through our sponsors? How about Jen Rivard, State Farm Insurance? I want to say thank you to Jen Rivard, always a proud sponsor of Wildcat football and the River Falls Sunshine Fund. Joe Karras, also a proud sponsor of Wildcat football and the River Falls Sunshine Fund with Black Wolf Exteriors. How about the Garage Bikes and Brews, the coveted Garage Gridiron Grinder of the game coming up after the game. We'll start it. We got a short list started. If you want to add a name, let us know. And then Riverland Laser. Riverland Laser at 715-426-1890. They engrave those Garage Gridiron Grinders. Go down and see the friendly folks at Riverland Laser. Okay, how we got it now? So we got it on that shot. So Braden's going to work the other shot. So hold on. We'll get it. We're getting it. Getting the kinks worked out. Back to pass. Jacob Range in the fake. Now he's going to keep it to the far side. Moves it ahead. He's got first down yardage. That was a keeper all the way. He faked the throw. Little head fake mixed in there. Tucked it and went. You got it. Yep. Thanks for the head. Thanks for the heads up. At online. 1st and 10, River Falls now with $1:42 to go. So, guys, you really think you're content at 20-7, just kind of run this thing out, or are you going to see what you got in the tank and maybe go upstairs here?
I think the Wildcats are. It'll be interesting to see if they don't have much of a gain here if Rapids starts using their timeouts.
There's that.
And there's that.
And let's see. Wildcats are out of timeouts. They used their whole host of timeouts here early in the first quarter.
Coach Tony Biolo deciding not to use the timeout right here. He has 2 left, probably waiting, Nate, to see what happens on this play.
Man, Rapids has some big bodies up front. Look at that. Number 77, Aiden Chavez, 6'5", 275. Jelani Payne, 6'3", 355.
Handoff again to Severson. This time he's got a little more of a hole and moves it forward for about 5. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Still no timeout. Interesting.
Both these teams seem pretty content to let this thing run down and head into halftime and let the coaches talk it out.
Boy, Jeff, I don't know. I mean, I think I'm calling a timeout there. Force them to make a long snap and punt the ball. A lot can happen. High school football.
Fumble.
New long snapper.
Lots of stuff.
Long return. Coach Schurz is probably smiling right now. This is good.
Mason Novak split way out here to the near side. Andrew Amundsen also split out here on the near side. Play clock running down. There's 8 seconds left. Range is going to keep it and run the other way. He's got first down yardage and not much more. And we got a flag on the play with 2 seconds to go here in half number 1, quarter 2. Maybe a holding on that? What do you think?
Yep.
Yes, it was. Laundry. Range lost his bucket, headed here to the near sidelines. 2 seconds to go till the half.
Holding against the Wildcats is the call.
Looks like they're going to accept the penalty, which means we'll remain at 3rd down, Kevin.
And now if you're the Wildcats, you most definitely just run one into the line and take it into the locker room.
Yeah, you take a couple of steps and take a knee, I would assume.
Yeah, nothing crazy here. The Wildcats received the football to start this football game today, so Wisconsin Rapids will possess to start the 3rd quarter. Referees are conferring, still conferring. And now they're set. Longest 2 seconds I've seen in a while. All right, blow the ball in play, and here we go. Handoff, Severson going nowhere, and that will do it. That'll run it out here in quarter number 2, and we are headed into halftime with the River Falls Wildcats leading the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders by a score of 20-7. Pretty impressive half, fellas.
Yeah, the Wildcats looked really, really good out of the gates, and then a long pass play by Rapids trying to change the momentum of the game, and they made some adjustments defensively, bottling up Severson there through much of the second quarter. So halftime adjustments to follow. We'll see what happens here in the second half.
Are we going to try to get head coach Ryan Shears? Right here, we got him. We got her.
Hey Coach Schurz, I'm Ava Peters. Doran Schwantz, I'm 10 Leopold. So Coach Schurz, Wildcats really dominated in this first quarter of this match. Wisconsin Rapids came back in second quarter. What do you think the change was?
We kind of let down a little bit, I think, and it's something you got to learn from. Mistake.
How are the Wildcats going to keep the momentum high in the second half?
By getting a stop on when we kick off and then scoring a touchdown.
Are you planning on any themes this year on the sidelines?
I usually just wear a Wildcat apparel.
All right, you got to go. He's got to go. All right. All right. Thank you, ladies, and thank you, head coach Ryan Shears. Well, that was new.
Yeah, it was interesting, too.
Coach Schurz really enjoyed that interview.
Yeah,
I
you
think.
could tell.
I saw him after the second question. He was looking for the exit.
Yep, I don't blame him.
That was good.
I kind of was, too, and I wasn't even down.
Well, that was good. Really good of those young ladies, though, to step out like that. I mean, maybe they have a career in sideline reporting, right? It started right here at the end of the first quarter on 2023 for them.
There's nowhere to go but up, right?
Right.
So, there you go.
Right, I liked it. Good stuff. That's a new segment.
Good job.
New segment. Really good.
Okay, so
go ahead.
Halftime tonight is the annual performance by the 1st through 6th graders in the River Falls Youth Football Association. So they're running out into the field right now, and really nice gesture. You can see that on the right there.
Yeah.
The UW River Falls Falcon football team is greeting them as they come out onto the
look at this. How
field.
Cool is
so
this?
That is really cool. It looks like their entire team is there, Kevin.
Yeah.
The River Falls Youth Football Association's goal is focused on building community and helping realize a passion for the game of football.
Last appearance of his career by Vaughn Johnson out there, too.
The Vaughner.
Out there.
6-on-6 or 7-on-7, the players
He's between the 15 and 20-yard line.
Once again, your River
Right down there. Throw him right down here between the 15 and the 20.
Always an exciting night for all these kids here.
Oh, man. That's big time, right?
It is. Absolutely.
Look at the numbers. I mean, boy, oh, boy, the football program. And they're still coming through the gate down there. Wow.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have some success at the high school level and get a lot of kids that want to play some football.
See the drone? Right here. Is that yours? Yeah, boy, look at them all coming through there. So do they do anything? They're going to play some games on here? What are they going to do? Is this a little agility stuff? Or
the plan is the coaches are going to be the quarterbacks, basically, and they're going to throw passes out to each of the kids. So they'll get a chance to catch a few passes.
Oh, yeah. All right, maybe let's run through our sponsors again real quick. Actually, what I want to do is do we have that graphic for the wrestling at all or not? Give me a second. Why football players should wrestle. This is from Coach Cameron Loomis. He said, wrestling builds a very special type of strength that's extremely applicable to football. The strength needed to both move an unwilling opponent and to escape an opponent attempting to exit their will on you. God, that sounds like a wrestler right there, doesn't it? Getting better at that simple ability involves so many essential skills to football. Just a few inches can make all the difference in the position of your hands, feet, or hips on the wrestling mat. Wrestling helps athletes enhance their leverage, flexibility, quickness, power, and balance in ways that directly translate into football. I would have all my linemen wrestle if I could, said John Madden. Well, there you go. If you're looking for a way to level up in football over the winter, consider coming out and giving wrestling a try. Over the last handful of years, the wrestlers that played football have had great success on the field due to their attributes sharpened in the wrestling room. Come join the family and let the football and wrestling sharpen each other and continue the tradition of greatness. That's head coach Cam Lewis saying, hey, come and wrestle. He put some thought into that. And
He did.
And if I had to guess who that was written by, I'd say a wrestling coach.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's wrong. I've heard and read about how important it is for especially offensive linemen, defensive linemen to be wrestlers. I know Rapids is a strong wrestling school, strong program, and something Coach Schurz mentioned to me is he knew that their offensive and defensive line were some big guys, strong guys, and spent some time on the wrestling mat, and he expected a challenge from them tonight.
Let's go ahead and let's go through you just pull up the graphics and I'll just talk to them on the screen here. How about that? First, I want to go First National, let's play a commercial, First National Bank of River Falls. Oh, we got stats too, so we'll go to those in a second.
First National Bank of River Falls is a proud sponsor of River Falls High School. We've been sponsoring River Falls High School athletics for over 50 years. We're proud to support area students, student athletes, and educators within our schools. Together, we are building a better community, one child at a time.
Thank you, First National Bank of River Falls, proud sponsors of everything Wildcat Sport right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network. So we got some stats. So should we go? Let's go to Globbett's Moving. Hold on.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
Yeah, we've got some second quarter stats here, and as mentioned, the second quarter was really dominated by Wisconsin Rapids, but for the Wildcats, time of possession in the second quarter, 425. Rushing yards, 28 yards, I believe, in the quarter, 16 from Severson, 12 from range. No passing yards to report. Total yards in the range of 50, and we did have 3 penalties in the second quarter too, which obviously hurt the Cats a little bit. A couple of offsides and 1 holding penalty, ending the quarter and the half with a score of 20-7 Wildcats.
All right. There we go. Thank you, Globbett's and Sons Moving. They're not booing, Nate. They're saying move.
I got it, Jeff.
Got it.
I got it.
Boy, also Garage Gridiron Grinder. The Garage, proud sponsors of the Gridiron Grinder. They have been just over our 4th year now, maybe, with the Garage Gridiron Grinder. Third or 4th year. It's been a fun, coveted award. We are the final arbiters of who receives the Garage Gridiron Grinder award, but we do take your input. I'm not saying we're going to listen to anybody, but we will take your input.
Input and decision making are not the same things.
They're not mutually exclusive. So
Yep, and this is not a democracy.
No,
either,
we decide. We have starting a short list. I mean, 3, 4, 5 guys on that list already. If you want to add a name, if somebody you think we need to get on the Garage Gridiron Grinder list, let us know. Also, when Riverland Laser, see if we get the audio behind that. We do. And Colin Faulkner and Jess Perry I think purchased Riverland Laser, so locally owned and a veteran owned. So hats off to the Faulkner and Jess Perry. They served the community since 1969, specializing in medical, mechanical, and promotional material. I saw they got, for birthday parties, weddings, anniversaries, they'll laser anything up for you want. So, Riverland Laser, thank you for engraving the Garage Gridiron Grinder trophy.
We appreciate all of our sponsors and everybody tuning in from near and far. And I think a shout-out to all the former River Falls football players is probably in order. And,
go.
There's one gentleman that's back in River Falls in the U.S. for the first time in 2 or 3 years now, and that's Corporal James Westhoff, former Wildcat football player, center fielder for the baseball team. He's been serving his country in the Marine Corps for quite some time now, going on 3 years, and he's been stationed in Okinawa, Japan since 2021.
Wow.
And first time back in the U.S. over that time frame. So hats off to you, James. Appreciate your service, and
about 2 minutes. If
thanks for all you do.
All right, we're going to go for another interview in 2 minutes. Thank you, James Westhoff.
Okay, so right now we're going up to the River Falls student section.
Oh boy.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Yeah, they're going.
Jake. We'll go.
Oh, we're going to the student section. Oh, we're going into, look at the beach where they got their water ski jackets on, life vests.
Oh, how do you think the energy is this first half?
I'd say probably like a 6 out of 10, you know. We don't have cheerleaders. That can help. We need flags. Yeah, next time we'll get flags.
Oh, can't hear.
Oh, yeah. We'll get ready here. The underclassmen need to step it up, but yeah, we'll get it going.
What do you want for dinner?
Can't hear.
Roller coaster.
They have the beachwear. All right.
Sending it back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you very much, Ms. Peters and crew. Really appreciate that. So that's our heads up for next time. Don't stand in front of the railings. I don't think that wireless comes up through the railing. When they got it up in the stands, we could hear good. So I think they're going to have to crawl up into the stands next time and you'll get a much better reception. So that's, see, we're learning. We're learning. It's right. It's this one right here. Yeah. So that's for post game too. I'd get my interview right out here for. Otherwise, it cuts in and out.
Remember that from previous years.
Yes.
Yep. Some other scores, Kevin.
Yeah, scores from around the league. Go.
Second quarter, Hudson 10, Marshfield nothing. Hudson picked to win the BRC by WisSports.net. We'll see if that happens. Also, second quarter, Chippewa Falls 14, Holman nothing. Holman is our opponent next week as we travel a couple hours to that part of the state. Also, second quarter, Menominee 14, Rice Lake 12. Menominee should be a very improved football team this year as they played a lot of young people last year. And then second quarter. Is that score right? No. Okay. That's it then.
I'm trying to make it that long in my life.
Spread that word. All right. Just him and I know that. All right. Well, hey, I'll do my best.
Braden, I believe that Eau Claire North game starts at 8 o'clock tonight. That's why you don't have a score on that one yet.
That's it. Health advice. I'm saying, why is it advice?
So 1 half in the books. Why does this halftime feel like it's long? Is it just my imagination, or? That's okay though. We can tap dance up here. So let's just talk a little. Braden, we can go over the highlights. Let's go over the highlights and let's go. We got a few highlights we can go over from the first half. Let's break those down. Jeff, you tell us what you see here. Let's go. Let's look at this first one here. First touchdown.
First touchdown run by Jonas Stevenson. Again, watch number 41, Jack Rock, clearing the hole along with some other offensive linemen. Real good job of plowing forward by Jonah.
Yeah, I don't think we had audio on that either. So there. You got the grinder? The grinder's back there? Oh, safely secured.
There it is.
There we go. There we go. All right, what else we got? All right. Let's see if we got audio. Yeah, we got audio. Go. Oh, nice tackles.
This was the fumble? Nope, it wasn't. Okay. It's a good swarming tackle by the Wildcat defense there.
Here we go.
And here's the nice punt return by number 2, Andrew Amundsen. Basically did it all on his own.
That was all Amundsen there.
Deep in his territory and made a nice run to put the Wildcats in some nice field position.
This is a nice feature. I like this.
It is. Good eluding the rusher by Jacob and decided to take it for himself. Good blocking and screening. Basketball screening by Jonas Severson there.
Really looked athletic on that run.
A lot of practice at.
Really looked athletic on that run there.
Yep.
What else we got? A touchdown pass here, huh?
This is the touchdown pass to Eli Johnson, I believe. Yep, good route by Eli and beautiful catch.
We might see those on some highlight clip tomorrow. Oh, here we go down to the sidelines. Oh, before we do that, let's look at this stuff.
Good stuff that time by. 50. That was the fumble right there. McCarty forced the fumble, and
I think you got to get on the Garage Gridiron Grinder list when you force a fumble like that.
Lincoln McCarty, he's on the list.
He's on the list. That was just a bone-jarring shoulder right in the sternum.
And I have no doubt Lincoln would give a memorable interview after the game.
Would he?
Yes. Guaranteed, 100%.
Well, I got him circled because who knows what was going to happen in the second half, but that fumble cause there was pretty nice by Lincoln McCarty. Hey, put him down over here.
A couple more big plays, Lincoln. And it could be you.
Yeah, could be. How did that freshman Simpson look on the line, the sophomore?
The sophomore?
I mean, he just gets thrown right into it, right? I mean, big kid.
I thought he held his own, I thought. Did a nice job for his first real varsity football game. Sam's a big kid, 6'3", 255, and I know a lot is expected out of him as his career goes on here.
Nate, anything stand out to you that first half?
I was interested to see how our young offensive line would handle themselves opening the game. 4 out of the 5 players are new to the offensive line. Gavin Clay, the only returner. I thought they'd had a really nice first quarter, but then, as we said, some adjustments from Rapids in the second. So, so often the game of football is won in the trenches, and the defensive line seems to be handling themselves well. We'll see what transpires here when we get to quarter number 3.
Almost got that replay going. There we go. All right, we're back. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. I mean, again, you just don't know what to expect. How about our cameraman, Chris Larson? What do you got? What did you see that where you weren't surprised or were surprised? Yeah. Defensively. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Cody Olson and Lucas Johnson, our cameraman Chris Larson says he really likes how they clogged up that middle defensively. Probably have to agree with that.
Yeah, Rapids, obviously we know they don't throw the ball very much, but they run that triple option, kind of a veer. And
hey, Greg, why don't you go down and get those guys coming out, Greg? There he goes. Go ahead. Nate, sorry, Nate.
No, I was just saying that those defensive linemen have a crucial role. If they can handle the fullback coming through that A-gap on their own, it gives the linebackers some room to run and clean up things off tackle or around the end. So really good job, I agree, Chris, by those defensive linemen.
Here come the Wildcats out for half number 2, running through the youth. Jonas Severson leading the way. Jacob Range, Andrew Amundsen, the Johnson kid, Preston Johnson. Preston maybe resting a little minor injury a little bit tonight. Jeff, what do you know about that?
Yeah, I know a little bit, happen to know.
You might happen to know.
He had a quad injury last week in practice and tried to play through it at the scrimmage, and it might not have been the best idea, so took a few days off, and he was supposed to play both sides, offense and defense, supposed to be a wide receiver, and just playing defense tonight, and looks like he's moving okay. So.
Mm-hmm. Good. Oh, there we go. Back to the student section. Going to ride the roller coaster, right? How about it? It's beach night tonight in the River Falls student section. If we get a high tide, those guys are going to be safe. Those are some good times, right? Think back to your high school days, and these guys getting to enjoy that now. Good for them. Good for them. Chris LaSalle says UW River Falls has a beautiful facilities, but I'm curious, does River Falls High School have a football field? That's a great question, and good, probably lead into a nice discussion. They do have a field adjacent to their high school that was put in, about 5 years ago? And it has lights, and it's an artificial turf field. The JV plays there, soccer plays there, but it's not a full stadium for a high school varsity football game. But I do know the school district is considering a referendum maybe next year, and if the community would like, that might be one of the things on some school district referendum. So stay tuned for that. I know Jamie Benson and the school board is looking to get feedback from the community. And here we are up in the booth right there. And so, yeah, Jamie Benson and the school board is looking to get feedback from the community and figure out how to craft that language for the ballot. And, hey, who knows? We might be playing football at the high school at some point, in the next 3 to 5 years. Who knows? It just depends on what the community desires.
Potentially, yeah, Nate, I'm sure you know a lot more about this than I do, but I understand a questionnaire is going to be sent out to the community at some point later this year, just to try to gauge what the community thinks about this. I know there's a lot of opinions on both sides, and I'm sure if you polled this group here, we'd have different opinions as well, but we'll see what the community thinks.
Yeah, finishing touches are being made to a survey right now as we speak, and due to go out here within, I think, about the next month for a referendum that will come to our voters here in February. And that survey is really important, so we look forward to getting all the feedback that we can. The opinions and ideas of our community are really important to the members of us that work for the district. We value your thoughts and where you're at, and how the referendum is tailored will be in large part due to the feedback that we receive. So make sure that you take the time and return your surveys.
Yeah, so I think we have all seen or heard the same speech or been in those same meetings. We had our city council and executive team from the city of River Falls in a joint meeting with the school board and Jamie Benson, and I heard that similar message. You guys repeated it much more eloquently than I did, but we're all kind of singing from the same hymnal here. It's going to be community feedback, and then figuring out what the community wants, what they will support, and then try to turn it over to the voters to make a decision.
That's right.
So if you're looking for champions on that, you're going to find some up here in the booth, I would guess, as supporters of the school district, the children, and athletics. I mean, I'll be right behind that, push that rock up the hill.
Yeah, and I think this survey, I assume, Nate, is going to be a lot more than just the stadium issue. I know there's been a movement to try to get more gym space, field house space within our community, and a lot of non-athletic type things as well.
Absolutely, infrastructure, technology, HVAC, those kinds of things. There's a long list of items that could be included, but part of what the survey is for is not just what's the dollar amount that the community will tolerate, but what kinds of items are they most interested in supporting. So what will be on the ballot come February is yet to be determined, pending the outcome of the feedback that we receive.
So that might be something good for later in the season. Maybe after that survey has been out and completed, we get Jamie Benson up here in the booth to talk a little bit about that and see if we can rally the troops here online to help support an initiative by the River Falls School District.
Yep, I would imagine he would be interested in that.
Good. So we'll keep that handy. I think we all have his number.
We do.
I see him once in a while as well. So.
Yep. Jamie always picks up his phone, so I've always been grateful for that, for all the years he's been here.
So here we are. We're finally winding down to the end of halftime. It felt like a college halftime, like a 25-minute job. But it was good to let the youth football players get out on the field today and get a little sweat going with their coaches and run through the line with the UW football team and then the River Falls Wildcats, and all kinds of goodness going on with football here tonight on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. And again, I'm Kevin Westhouse, bringing you all the action tonight, along with Nate Sherman and Jeff Johnson, my great color commentators. Chris Larson stepping up on camera tonight, and Braden Engstrom playing the Stradivarius over here on production. Thank you, team. And Greg Peters down there on the field with the field camera, our new addition this year. We hope you're enjoying all these new additions to the broadcast and as we work out the kinks here in 2023.
Give a little bit of a shout out too to the two huddle.
Give it to them.
The freshmen that are here working for the football program. Cullen Johnson and Jonah Herstein filming the game for the high school program, and we're sharing a booth with them tonight. So hopefully, you guys are working hard and doing what you're supposed to do. Right, Colin? Yep.
Outstanding. Good to see the kids up here and getting some experience and helping out the program and the coaches, and good stuff.
Excited to see the freshmen play on next Thursday at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
We'll be broadcasting that game from Holman live here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network.
We'll be there 1 week from tonight down in Holman. It's interesting because I have a meeting Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday in La Crosse. How convenient.
Oh, that's perfect.
How convenient. I just pop over to home, and I'm going to miss the dinner Thursday night, but I'll be doing a football game. I'd rather be doing that.
We'll be doing a doubleheader on Thursday.
Yeah.
So freshman and varsity.
All right, we'll have them both for you.
On the kickoff to start the second half. For the Wildcats, number 53, Brooks Rivard. Back to receive.
Yes.
For Wisconsin Rapids, number
Brooks
23.
Rivard will kick off, and we're underway here in half number 2. Nice kick by Brooks, fielded on the 20. Now to the 25, cuts it back to the 30, and then taken down.
Kick returned by number 5.
Nate, can you hit the lights right behind you?
That's Ryder Ergens right there with the tackle, number 5, the 6'1" junior.
Maybe. There we go. Hey, I can see my sheet now.
Return up to the 29-yard line. First and 10, Wisconsin Rapids.
Yeah, it was Leo Rangel that carried that ball back there and taken down at the 29-yard line. Here we go, half number 2, 20-7 Wildcats over the Red Raiders from Wisconsin Rapids. Rapids had a real nice second quarter. Let's see if they can translate that into the third quarter. Wildcats very tough on the run in half number 1, and they pick up right where they left off. And boy, they stuffed that for a loss of 1. Boy, they met some blue shirts quick there, didn't they, fellas?
Yeah, was that number 42?
That was Ben O'Malley.
Ben O'Malley on that tackle?
Ben O'Malley.
Nice job by him.
He's had a few tackles tonight. Ben doing a nice job. 5'11" junior. Another one of those juniors that are out there playing tonight, getting their first varsity action, doing a nice job.
All right, second down and 11 after that loss of 1 on the play. Handoff up the middle again, and absolutely nowhere to go for Wisconsin Rapids. And boy, they've got that clogged up in the middle, huh, Chris?
And that's the man again, number 58, Lincoln McCarty.
Oh, we got a man down. Man down on the field. I don't know who it is.
Well, it looks like the old calf cramp position.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
That's good. You hate to see an injury this early or any time in the season, but this is the old push the toe back up towards the knee and get rid of that leg cramp.
Well, it's August football, and that's what you generally see, especially in the second half of these games.
Yes. Gary Langer says, Nate Sherman for president. Maybe Gary
Appreciate
Langer.
you, Gary.
I would probably support that, given the other options I've seen so far.
Hey, what are we doing as a country?
Don't get me started.
All right.
That was Jonah right there.
A little cramp. He is playing both ways. He's smiling as he's coming off the field. He'll be okay.
Drink some water.
Drink some water. Third down and no gain on that. Third down and 11 now for Wisconsin Rapids. Let's see if they get it up top here. They got to go aerial at some time. Let the Rasmussen kid throw it out. He's going to hand it off, and they got nothing, and they're not going to like it. That was handed off to Ty Haddock, and he goes for a loss of 1. Sorry.
By a host of Wildcats.
I saw Ben O'Malley in there early again, Jeff. Good for him.
McCarty. Just another good job by the Wildcat defense there.
So this is just an observation and not a criticism, but I'm kind of surprised they don't put the ball up in the air.
I was too there, especially. They've had a little bit of success doing it.
So that was more of a question than a comment. All right, who's back deep for?
That's Amundsen.
Amundsen again, back deep. He's had one nice return thus far. The kick is away. Amundsen got a beat on it. He's going to call fair catch, and nice catch at the 37-yard line. Nice job by Amundsen getting up on that, doesn't let it bounce, and the Wildcats will set up shop. First and 10 on their own 37 for their first possession here in quarter number 3.
Hudson has moved out to a 17-0 lead against Marshfield, that game being played at Hudson. Marshfield, if you recall, was our opponent in the Level 2 portion of last year's playoffs.
Yes. All right, here we go. First possession in the second half. See if the Wildcats can pick up where they left off, pounding the rock on the ground. Is that Jonah back in the game back there? I can't see the number. It is, I believe.
It is. Yep.
And he keeps his feet going. I don't know why. I just call him the tornado because every time someone hits them, they just fly off them like a piece of lumber off a house getting hit by an F5.
Sawyer Brooks.
He recovered from that cramp pretty quick.
Real quick. Gain of 7 on the play by Severson. Second and 3.
At their 44-yard line.
With a 13-point lead right now, I assume we're going to see a lot of rushes by the Wildcat offense here.
Second down and 3. 9:36, 9:35, and the clock continues to tick here in quarter number 3. Back to pass goes Range, looking, screen up and blocked and knocked down. Incomplete. So right on cue.
Right on cue. As soon as I say that, Kevin, they decide
go upstairs
on 2nd and 3 to throw it. Okay.
2nd and 3. That was so.
I should have known.
There's irony coming there, I guess. So 2nd and 3. Let's see if they go back to the ground here where they've had some success. Good job there. Looks like they wanted to set up a screen, and those big units in the white shirts got through and just knocked that down. 3rd down and 3. Range hands it off to Severson, gets to the outside. He's got first down yardage and a little bit more, puts his shoulder down after a gain of about 8 on the play for Jonah Severson. Gain of 9 probably. Move the chains. Jonah Severson, punishing runner.
And looks like cramp number 2 of the 3rd quarter.
Who was hammering down the Gatorades?
That looks like a lineman.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
It's a big one. It's not the Simpson kid, is it?
No, it's a 5. 50 Vincent Anderson, maybe? Can't tell for sure.
It's a big body. He's going to get up. Cramping. 50.
That's Brooks Rivard.
Brooks Rivard. Look at Chris Larson, our cameraman, not his first rodeo. He brought the field glasses.
Right on.
That's Brooks' mom yelling at him there.
The crowd mic is giving us some good.
This is good.
Some good sound bites right now.
He's got a cramp. It's fine.
That's his mother, I believe. That's his mom, about 4 feet from our crowd mic.
Maybe we should just let her announce her.
Right.
So
Jason Rock's mother.
Griffin Klecker into the game for Brooks here, it looks like. First action for him. Another sophomore, number 63.
5 wide, Range, back, looking. That wide receiver screen, we saw it earlier in the game with a lot of success. And Andrew Amundsen, not quite the success he had on the very first one of those. They went back to that play. That's a tough 3 yards. Wow, or 2 yards. Wow, he got smoked.
Completion down to the 43-yard line. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Rapids a little more ready for that play there that time than the first time. 2nd down and 8 after a tough 2 yards on a little wide receiver screen. 2 receivers split out here to the near side. Double tight end set up top. Pistol formation. Range. He's going to keep it. Looking for the edge. He's got the edge. He's got a block. He hucks it up in there for 5-6 more yards. It'll be 3rd and manageable for the Wildcats. 3rd and 3.
Nice patience that time, Jeff. Kind of got on the back of a lineman, waited for the hole to open up, and did a nice job with a 6-yard gain.
Again, Jacob showing his improved athleticism from last season.
Yeah, he looks good, doesn't he? Just
really
looks poised back there, and when he hits the hole, he hits it hard.
Wildcats come to the line at 3rd and 2. The ball rests on the 37-yard line. They need to make it to the 35 to move the chains. Probably 4-down territory. Range. Rainbow down the far side. He's got a man caught. Touchdown, River Falls.
That's Eli Johnson.
Eli Johnson, his 2nd touchdown catch of the game. That one goes for 37 yards. Wow. What a nice play action, and dropped it right down the stovepipe. Eli Johnson with a nice catch and scampers in.
Beautiful throw again by Jacob. Just hit him right in stride. Eli, the 6'6", 225-pound junior.
Somebody find the clap emojis for that. That was a beautiful 37-yard hookup. Range to Johnson for 6 points. We'll go back and watch that after the extra point attempt. The freshman, Gavin Carefell, trying to knock it through here. Snap's good, the hold is good, the kick is up, and it looks good. And the River Falls Wildcats tack on another 7 after a 37-yard touchdown pass to lead 27-7 with 7:55 to go here in quarter number 3. Do we got a second to go back and take a look at that? Let's see. Let's go back and take a look. What do we got? Jeff, you guys describe.
Oh, we got the field camera there. Eli split out right with a corner covering him, and he blew right by him for the touchdown.
Blew right by him. Let's take a look at that one more time. That was so good.
I think Nate commented earlier, Eli, one of the fastest players in the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's just a go
Nate,
route.
Nate, what do you got, Nate?
This is just, I'm going to outrun
nice
you
pitching.
and drop it in the breadbasket. Touchdown. Second connection from Range to Johnson tonight.
Yeah, nothing fancy about that. Just ran right by him. Eli caught only one pass all season last year, and
well, he's got two touchdown catches already tonight. Wow.
Eli's on that list, I think.
Jacob Range.
Yep.
Hasn't thrown an incompletion. 2 touchdown passes. A few rushing yards. Yeah, number of guys still on the list.
Who enjoyed that hook up there? 27-7 now with 7:55 to go here in quarter number 3. Wildcats defense comes out. They stuff the Red Raiders and hold them, and then they get the ball and go down and score. Great third quarter. Kick is away. And kick to the 26. And breaking tackles. Boy, that kid is big and he's strong. That's number 42, Carter Christie. And he is a football player.
And tackle by number 17.
Christie, a 5'11" 205-pound senior. Looks heavier than that to me.
Man, square.
Hard to tackle.
Plays angry, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Good field position here for the Red Raiders. Let's see if they can capitalize. At some point, Nate, they're going to have to start throwing the ball.
Well, you would think so.
There's one receiver here, one receiver up top. Rasmussen under center. Not here. They're going to hand it off. Rasmussen's going to keep it. And is that 42 for the Wildcats?
Ben O'Malley
again.
Breaks through the line and gets on Rasmussen and gets him down for a 2-yard loss.
Lost the yardage.
And right now the Red Raiders on the ground are going backwards.
It's another number you can circle for your list, I think, Kevin. Ben O'Malley played a very nice game.
Really nice. A lot of tackles for O'Malley. Hey, Ben O'Malley's on the Garage Grinder list. Hey. He's on the short list. All right, 2nd and 12. Barking out signals. Everybody's holding their water. Now we're going to change the play at the line. And now we got a flag and I believe a delay of game on the Red Raiders. And Jonah Rasmussen's like, I didn't know that was a delay. He was kind of palms up, but referee says, yeah, that was a delay. And they lose 5 yards.
No play clock in high school football, but the back judge, Jeff, starts signaling. When does that happen at 10 seconds?
10 seconds, and then he's got another signal for 5 seconds.
Sure.
And so
as a quarterback, you should be able to see that, but of course, they're high school kids, first game of the year, probably not watching him, thinking about the play and where we're going with the ball.
2nd, 17 probably? Back to pass. Now they're going to pass, looking down the field. Rainbow down the middle. He's got a man caught and dropped. Had it and just dropped it when he fell down to planet Earth.
That was Anthony McPherson on the coverage for the Wildcats there.
And Joseph Zeman, who had it and dropped it.
Yeah, catchable ball, good ball by the quarterback.
Yeah.
And both times they've thrown the ball deep. They've had opportunities. One time a long completion, this time what could have been, but
shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Well, 3rd and 17.
3rd and 17. Ball rests on their own 41-yard line.
Imagine you might see it again.
2 safeties deep defensively for River Falls. Press coverage here on these receivers.
Nope.
And they're going to try to keep it on the ground, and that is going absolutely nowhere. And Jonah Rasmussen fakes the handoff, keeps it, and stuffed for a loss of 1. Now it would be 4th and 18.
Lost yardage back to the
I'm not sure,
40-yard line.
Nate, what the play call was there, or what they were trying to do, but
That was live for another series play call, I believe, huh?
Number 23, Ashton Fisher.
Back deep for the
Wildcats,
Wildcat.
number 2, Andrew Amundsen.
Andrew Amundsen back deep again for River Falls.
Ashton Fisher, the all-conference punter.
He gets it away. Nice high kick. Not that far, but good hang time. And then Amundsen comes up again and makes the catch at the 30.
And about the 30-yard
Tough
line.
catch.
First down.
Tough catch.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Amundsen's done a nice job catching every punt this year. There's
Yeah.
been times in the past where it seems like every punt goes to land, and sometimes you get a bounce, but often on a punt, it's an unfriendly bounce, which adds another 10 or 15 yards. So making that fair catch there probably saves a little field position.
And that was a tough catch, too.
Real tough.
With Carter Christie standing about 1 yard away from him. So.
Yeah, it wasn't just anyone that was nearby, right?
Exactly.
Those are tough. You're falling forward, and sometimes your knees almost get up to your hands, and the ball hits your knee, and you don't fumble it, and whatever. It's a nice catch. Give it to Severson, up the middle, cuts back, gains 1.5, maybe 2.
Go to Severson with the carry. Stop number 54, Tanner Gormanson.
Nothing really that fancy. How about a 42 dive here to start this series for 2 yards? Jonah Severson.
You know, Jeff, going back to that last series with Rapids not throwing the ball there, you know, I don't know their program well enough, but I do know their quarterback's new. And, you know, maybe a big difference between us and them is having the maturity of range and being able to open the playbook early in the first game of the year. Maybe that's what's going on in the coaching.
Sure. Range is going to fake this way. He's going to keep it, try to get to the edge. He's cutting it back. He's got, first down yardage. He's kind of calf roped around the neck, and down he goes awkwardly, but he jumps up quickly, and I think he's got the first down. It's going to be marked really close. Let's see. Move the chains.
They're giving it to him. All right.
Just made the line to gain, and nice job by Jake and Range.
Jack Rock and Cal Dumond in the game for Novak and Amundsen. I think this is their little bit of a bigger package. They've been going with a 2 tight end set with these guys in the game.
1st and 10. New set of downs, 4:42, and the clock continues to run here in quarter number 3. Wildcats have been having good success on the ground. Severson again moves it forward. Didn't look like much, but I think he did get 3. Not bad on first down.
And the good news there, Kevin, is the clock keeps running.
Clock keeps running.
20 left in the third quarter.
For 3 yards.
Tick, 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 tick. Eat the clock. Hey, how about that third quarter last year? I think it was against Superior. We held the ball the whole quarter and 8 seconds of the fourth quarter. That was a drive of all times.
It was. Never seen that happen.
No. They possessed it for the entire quarter, and then 1 play into the fourth quarter, and they scored a touchdown. 2 plays in the fourth quarter. Keeper, play action, looking down the field. The ball was maybe deflected at the line or slipped out of his hands. He had a man in the flat down here, Cal Dumond, but kind of slipped out of the hands of the quarterback and fell incomplete, short pass.
Dumond, another sophomore, Nate, tight end / linebacker.
Yeah, on my count, we've had 6, maybe 7 sophomores playing in this game tonight. 1 freshman, our kicker, but I tell you, that's a big leap for kids to make from playing freshman football to under the big lights on Thursday night.
That's a big deal.
Skipping an entire level.
3rd and 7. Range. Now he's going to roll out this way, bootleg. Got a man in the flat, in and out of the hands of Cody Olson.
Jacob Range pass intended for number 8.
Maybe that time of the night, maybe the ball is getting a little damp. Those last 2 plays look like a damp football. It kind of flipped out of the hands of the quarterback and then right through the hands of the receiver. Nate, what do you got there?
Yeah, I agree. Good ball, though. I mean, hit him right in stride and just slipped through.
It's number 10, Jackson Laskowski, will be returning the punt from Jonah Severson.
Thade Dreyer into the game for River Falls.
Jonah Severson on to punt.
Who's back deep here, did you say?
That's Jackson Laskowski.
Thank you. High snap. Oh, just about blocked, but got it away. And Luskowski is going to field it. No, he's going to let it go, and it's going to get a Wildcat roll. Nice roll. I couldn't have said that any better than some mom right in front of us. Nice roll.
Coach is down at the 17-yard line.
Boy, that ends up being what about a
Wisconsin.
50-yard punt after the roll. Nice job.
A heck of a
55.
punt by Jonah with the heavy pressure being applied by Rapids.
Real heavy pressure. I didn't know if he was going to get that away or not. He does get away and then gets the Wildcat roll, and Rapids will start their next series on the 17-yard line, 1st and 10 with 3:37 to go here in quarter number 3. Your scoreboard's correct. It's 27-7 Wildcats. Red Raiders going to get another crack at it here. They had one nice series to start that second quarter. They've been relatively quiet the rest of the game. Relatively. Hand it off again with very, very, very similar results. Boy, that D-line, I don't know. We didn't know much about them, but they've been impressive.
That was Jack Rock again, number 41 with the tackle. He's had one heck of a ball game tonight, Kevin, on both sides
41, Jackson Rock.
of the football.
Put him on the list.
No gain. 2nd and 10.
He's on my gridiron list.
He's on mine too.
Yeah, our middle linebackers are, I don't know if you would call it a run blitz, but almost. I mean, they're essentially playing a second nose tackle position, standing upright, right in those A-gaps, most of the time, not always. See if they creep forward here on 2nd and long.
2nd and 10. Hand it off again, and how about Lincoln McCarty with another tackle?
He's on the list too. Lincoln McCarty.
We've said his name a lot.
Yeah.
But how can you not talk about this defensive line today? They have been absolutely stifling on the run of the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders.
And the Wildcats basically selling out on defense. They that time had 10 players in the box with just the one free safety playing back.
3rd and 12 now for the Red Raiders. See if they go up top here. Bryce Bevan is licking his chops on D-back here on the near side, thinking he's going to throw it his way. But they're not.
Nope.
They're going to run it and get back to the original line of scrimmage. 4th and 10, punt time for Wisconsin Rapids.
Trevor Martin with the carry. Wrapped up in number 34, Logan Gore.
Like we talked earlier, Nate, Rapids is predominantly a run-first football team, and I think what you're seeing here is a team that's not accustomed to throwing the ball, a team that probably doesn't do their best when they're behind because of the style of play they have, and makes it tough to come back.
And they're running into just a wall of blue going nowhere. Good rugby-style kick, line drive. That's over the head, and now fielded on 2 hops. By Andrew Amundsen, and there's a penalty flag down.
Amundsen returns the punt.
Flag on the play back at the 37. You got a blindside block, Jeff. What did you see there?
Yeah, that's what they call it. I think it was a little bit questionable. That was
Kyler Trent. There's a
Kel Usgaard, I believe, is who they called it on number 16.
They call that, what do they call it, a block in the back, a clip?
Blindside block. I don't know what they call it anymore.
A little iffy, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't think we got to replay that. Nope. So
I think generally the officials look for the player to have their head on the front side of the person they're blocking, right? And if their head gets on the back shoulder or off the back side, they consider it blocking back, which makes sense. And it happened pretty quick. Close call.
So it's going to be probably a 10 or 15. That's 10, and it's still a 10-yard penalty.
On the Wildcats.
So the Wildcats will be pushed back after that pretty nice return again by Andrew Amundsen. I think they have themselves a kick returner. That's what we discovered tonight. And that one gets called back for the blocking penalty, and it'll be back on the 28-yard line.
Yeah, I like Amundsen, guys. I tell you, he's twitchy, isn't he? He's got some fast twitch. He's like a water bug out there.
He does. Twitchy. I like that. He's got that nervous, athletic twitch. Range hands it off to Severson, and Severson's got more than a twitch. He's got a switch, and it's usually go.
Grayson Reimer.
Nice tackle that time by number
Severson's
48.
down.
Grayson Reimer.
Severson is down. And let's see.
And a lineman, too.
Maybe a cramp again. Let's see.
Yes.
Cramping.
That's good news.
Yeah. Yeah, you get these piles like that. You just never know, what gets rolled up on or whatever. So we got a little break in the action. Let's go thank our sponsor, First National Bank of River Falls, and throw down a commercial 17-second job. That one's good. That one.
Community banking is about giving back to the communities we serve. It's about focusing on needs and making decisions to better businesses and families in the area. It gives an opportunity for employees to live, work, and play local. We are your community bank.
Thank you, Jeff Johnson et al. Down at the First National Bank of River Falls. They're over there in Prescott. They're downtown River Falls, and they're on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. Hey, we're in 2023, and it's still the year of opening a savings account for your youngsters. So get the young kids, bring them on down to First National Bank. One of the friendly folks on there would love to sign up a youngster for a new savings account at the First National Bank of River Falls. There's head coach Ryan Schurz conferring. Been doing any lip reading down there.
I don't think Jonah's going to come back as quick with this one. This looks like a little more intense cramp.
Yeah, he's been working hard.
So what do we have? Joe Tarasavage going in the game maybe for Severson?
Let's see.
Number 21.
Yes.
Sophomore running back.
Tarasavage did a really nice job, I thought, at the scrimmage last Friday in his first action as a varsity player.
First action tonight, I think, for him.
He's a big kid. He's a 6 foot 175 sophomore in the game now. They need to give it to him here. Cuts back and he kind of slips down. There's that dampness again. He was going to cut. He got his feet planted and they kind of went out from underneath him. It's 3rd and 8.
And then his first carry of his career, he runs into the hole, and he's staring right at number 54, Tanner Gormanson, a 6'4", 250-pound junior.
Just 250.
Yeah. So he pulls up, he gets his feet planted, and looks up and says, "Whoa, Nelly, what is that truck?"
I don't recall seeing that in the freshman games.
No. 3rd and 8 now for the Wildcats. 2 receivers split out up top. I'm going to hand it off again. Tarasavage. Nice hard run, but met by a couple white shirts after about a 5-yard game for Tarasavage. Nice run.
Wrapped up in the play by number 42.
Carter Christie again with the tackle for the Red Raiders. Brings up a 4th down.
And will we have a backup punter here this time? I'm not sure who.
That's a good question.
Yeah, and that's going to do it here in quarter number 3. So the Wildcats eat up the rest of the 3rd quarter, and that's going to do it here in quarter number 3. With 3 quarters in the books here from David Smith Stadium at Raymer Field on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. It's your River Falls Wildcats 27, the Red Raiders from Wisconsin Rapids 7. And we're moving to the 4th quarter, guys, already here, and night 1, week 1 of the 2023 football season. It is underway, and it is fun thus far for the Wildcats.
Back to the scoreboard, Kevin. Hudson all over Marshfield tonight, 31-0 in the 3rd quarter. Chippewa Falls leads next week's opponent, Holman, by a score of 17-6, also in the 3rd quarter. And in the 4th already, Menominee leads the Rice Lake Warriors by a score of 21-12.
Oh, there you go.
And then one more score in the 2nd quarter, La Crosse Central leads Eau Claire North 7-0.
That's a pretty nice feature, that ticker we got going, huh?
It is. That's new, I think. Braden, Leighton, maybe in the playoff run.
Yeah, we said it got it going. Let's pull up the garage logo. So we're still getting that going, the Garage Gridiron Grinder. Let's get back to action. We're working on that list to give that coveted award away later.
Who's our punter here, Kevin?
Jonah did come back.
He's back, so Jonah did punt that away. Nice punt. Kick to the outside. We got a flag on the play.
Number 10, Jackson Wiskowski.
Wiskowski returns that, but there's a flag on the play.
I think we might have another block in the back.
This one's going to be against Wisconsin Rapids. Not a ton of penalties tonight in the first game, but a few, right? I mean, not terrible.
Yeah,
not terrible.
Maybe a handful for the Cats.
A couple of delay penalties. And
Josh Jenkins. See, he's in the game.
Another sophomore.
So Josh Jenkins was in on the tackle there. And on the tackle, the sophomore. So a lot of sophomores suiting up. Man, that's a good future ahead then for the Wildcats. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, 11:50 in the ball game, 27-7. Red Raiders got the work cut out for them. Wildcats defense has been stingy.
There's a pass.
And right into the chest of the defender. Who knocked that down? On the far side there.
Jonah Rasmussen pass, batted down.
I'm not sure who batted that down. The public address announcer wasn't sure who knocked that down either.
2nd and 10.
Well, McCarty was raising his hands up and down, so.
Maybe.
Give him credit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I hit him like right in the chest. He jumped up and.
That's another half point for the gridiron.
It is.
Grinder.
The grinder. A nice defensive effort tonight.
Pretty high on my list.
2nd down and 10 for Wisconsin Rapids. Under center. And boy, how fast was Lucas Johnson in on that play, and a flag.
Part of the snap.
False start. Lucas Johnson was never touched, and he was all over the run. Let's look at that again, right here. Lucas Johnson says, I'll have some of that.
5-yard penalty. Makes it 2nd and 15.
Wow.
Yeah, it's called shooting the gap there, I guess.
That's been a kind of a theme tonight, though, hasn't it, defensively? We've been in their backfield often, early and often.
Lucas Johnson and Lincoln McCarty doing a heck of a job from their interior defensive line all evening.
2nd down and 15. Fans come to life here on the near side, barking out the signals. Handoff up the middle, and I think we might have a face mask, I believe. Let me have saved that one. See if we can look at that again.
Ball carried by number 48.
Let's see if we can see this. I think I saw a face mask. Let's look at this replay. Let's look here, fellas. Oh, we just didn't quite get it, but let's see if I was correct. Holding.
Good call, Kevin.
Face mask.
Yeah, there you go.
Face mask penalty against the Wildcats.
I saw a little head. I saw a guy looking through the ear hole. That was my first guess, but that was an inadvertent. I didn't know they had inadvertent.
I didn't either. That's a 5-yard variety face mask.
The garden variety.
Some third quarter stats, Kevin. Wildcats with 41 yards rushing, 28 by Severson, 13 by Range, 39 passing yards, and for a total of 80.
We want to thank Globitz and Sons Moving for those statistics. We'll throw up their graphic in just a second after the series. Back to pass, looking down the field. The lefty, rainbow near side. That's going to be picked off.
Preston
Johnson! Preston Johnson, 30, 20, 15, 10, and knocked out of bounds at the 8. Preston Johnson with a big pick and return. He was thought about taking that to the house, and a fellow from Wisconsin Rapids said not tonight. Let's take a look at that interception again, Jeff.
I'll let Nate comment on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a good job by Preston. Kind of playing a deep center field. The ball floated, and he did what he should have done. And he took a little pop there at the end, but it doesn't hurt so much when it's on the end of a pick.
Little slobber knocker on the end of that. Knocked him into the 3rd row. Really nice camera work here by Mr. Chris Larson. Nice work. Nice pick by Preston Johnson. Yeah, I'm with you. Really nice job. He's kind of playing center field there, Nate, right? I mean, he's got his eyes up. He keeps the play in front of him, and then, hey, goes over and makes the interception. What do we got? Timeout.
Timeout
River.
Rapids.
Oh, timeout Rapids. Let's throw up Globitz's. Our statistics brought to you by Globitz and Sons Moving. They're at 507-217-0905. Give Globitz and Sons a call. And for all your moving needs, they do it all. We move mountains so you don't have to. Globitz Brothers, Inc. Thank you for the stats. Keep them coming. throw up the garage grinder. We're getting close, guys. We're going to have to make a decision here in the next 5-6 minutes. The garage gridiron grinder. Garage. Yeah.
What?
We got Eli Johnson's got 2 touchdowns.
Yep. Yes, he does.
What if he gets 3? You got to put him on the list. I think he's got to be on the list with 2.
Eli has 2.
Yeah.
Jonah has 2. Correct.
I think you're right.
2 touchdown passes by Range.
Range.
A boatload of tackles by McCarty.
There you are. Greg Peters down on the field camera bringing this right into your living room. This is like NFL. Pitch out far side. Carries it, gets to the edge. Jonas Severson looking for his 3rd and 1. Reaches for the pylons, and I think he's not short, but a flag on the play. Flag on the play.
There's a flag in the play.
Holding. That's coming back. Jonah, what a workhorse, huh? Man, playing a lot of football.
Jonah, 2 touchdowns, 2 cramps, lots of carries. Both sides of the ball. He's in the hunt.
Punting. Throw the can behind it. Okay.
We haven't quite reached, what was it? Cramp gate from a couple years ago.
That was no.
Yeah, that was more of a self-inflicted type thing. So
it was. That will
go down in that story.
The lore of
drone up there again.
Wildcat football.
Can't see it. Hovering.
Was that Hudson?
That was Hudson.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a game that we lost by a narrow margin, and had the handful of gentlemen that found themselves on the sidelines been able to stay on the field.
Yep.
Might have been a different story.
Here we go. Now the ball's out on the 18-yard line. Wildcats take the line. Jacob Range barking out signals, directing traffic, looking right into his eyes.
5 receivers. Jonas Severson wide right.
Pass there to the near side, and that's right through the hands of Jonas Severson. He put a little hair on that, and that was like Jonas, whoop, 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 whoop. What's that? And it went right past him before he got his hands together.
Yeah, it was on him. He didn't quite get his head turned around. I don't know if he wasn't expecting the ball there, but it was on him. Catchable ball, just a little too hot to handle.
I think aside from his obvious increased athleticism from last year, I think Jacob's arm strength to me looks like it's improved as well.
Yeah, that was a laser from 15 feet.
Yeah, I mean, every ball's been catchable -1 that maybe slipped or was tipped at the line of scrimmage when he was rolling out left here around the 45-yard line.
Back the pass, Range. Nice. That one's got a lot better touch on it. Inside screen again to Andrew Amundsen, who's taken down.
That was Ashton Fisher with the tackle.
Might have been one guy away there from a pretty big gain.
Yeah, what did Mike McCarthy used to call those balls by Brett Favre? Rocket balls from 10 feet.
Yep.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and goal now from the 17. Let's see if they just try to get one right in the back of the end zone here. Trips up top. See if they got a nice pattern for this back to pass Range. Now he's going to roll out to his right, looking. Got a man in the end zone. There he is. Oh, what a catch! Andrew Amundsen from Jacob Range. Are you kidding me? Oh, baby, what a pass. What a catch. Highlight reel stuff right there, fellas.
Great coverage. I think that was Ashton Fisher that was on it. But Knight even got a fingertip on it. Ball was placed perfectly. The only spot that it could be caught, not intercepted. And Amundsen, man, what athleticism he showed hanging onto that ball in the end zone.
I can't wait to take a look at that after this extra point. We'll be bringing you that again and take a look at that. Wow, what a pass. I think that's a great pass, but that's just a better catch and a well-contested football there in the end zone.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Amundsen's put himself on the list, too.
He's going to fake it. Rolling out to his right, looking, and he got nothing right at you.
Amundsen was trying to move himself up with a 2-point conversion pass there, but fortunately didn't work out.
All right, let's go back and take a look at that touchdown pass again, fellas. Jeff, go ahead.
Jacob, again, buying himself some time with his legs there, and he just put it right on a line to Amundsen, but like you said, Kevin, good throw, better catch. I think there's no doubt about it. Kept the ball off the ground with a all-conference defender covering him in Ashton Fisher.
I like the play design there. Trips left. Amundsen comes all the way across the field, I believe, from the backside. Range takes a step to his left, rolls out right, and throws a dart on the run. Great play. Third touchdown pass for Range
did our
tonight,
director,
fellas.
Braden Ekstrom, get that? Get that one?
We got it. We got it.
Good work, brother.
That's Greg Peters down there with our field camera. So.
Good job by the Wildcats converting off of another turnover, and 6 more points. What's the running clock rule now in high school? Is it
35, 30 or 35?
It was 35, I believe.
Someone could chime in. One of our rule experts could chime in and let us know. We're at 33-7 now, so we're not there yet. 9:45 to go in the contest. Boy, that one right there was almost worth the price of admission. That was just pretty. And it looked, they had the trip set up top, thought they were going there, and then they get Amundsen cutting underneath, and bam, they hit it.
You know, again, I like the versatility of the Cats' offense. I mean, what do we have, 3 or 4 receivers with catches tonight?
We do. Receivers, tight ends, throwing to the running backs as well.
Don't we call that right there? That's a safe kick. I think it hit a lineman on the way by, and it squibs down to the 30-yard line. And that's where Wisconsin Rapids will set up shop here with 9:42 to go in the contest. Actually, the 29-yard line. You think they're going to have kicker tryouts this week?
For kickoff.
Kickoff tryouts. That's what I'm.
Not kicker. Gavin Careful done a nice job tonight for the Wildcats on extra points.
So Nathan Larson says it's 35 for the running clock.
We have a ton of reserves in on the Wildcat defense right now. We'll point them out as we go along here.
And another takedown in the backfield
by
Ben O'Malley again. Who do we have over here? 16's in the game. Cal Usgard.
Cal Usgard's in the game. Wyatt Hopeful, number 3, is in the game at safety. Number 33, Jack Silloway, on the top of your screen playing corner. Usgard playing the other corner at the bottom of your screen. Anthony McPherson, number 24, in the game. A lot of reserves in right now as the Wildcats lead by 26.
2 receivers out, quarterback under center. You're going to hand it off up the middle and taken down after a gain of 2 or 3. They haven't had a lot of handoffs up the middle that have actually gone for positive yards.
Is that 44? Riley Usgard getting in there on the tackle, I think.
Number 56, Brady Stavanoa.
Okay, Brady Stavanoa.
You can give it to him. You can give it to him.
To about the 31-yard line. Brings up a 3rd down.
Brady Stavanoa, nice size junior lineman, 6'1", 225.
Third and 8 now for Wisconsin Rapids. 8:17, 8:16, and the clock continues to tick. Man in motion. They're just going to elect to keep it on the ground, and there's some nice positive yards. Busted up for about a dozen. And
with a carry.
Nice run. Who carried that? I didn't. 6. I'm not sure. Oh, Martin. Trevor Martin carried that, and Martin moves forward for about 13. Move the chains, 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Wisconsin Rapids at their 44-yard line.
44-yard line, and the clock continues to run. 33-7. Scoreboard's correct. Wildcats have dominated on the ground and defensively tonight with some beautiful passing catches sprinkled in there on top of that Sunday. Pads are popping, and nice mop-up duty tackle there by Wyatt Hopeful.
Number 16, Tanner Hunt with the carry.
Well, we're getting close to time to start thinking about who we're going to give that award to.
Yeah, I'm looking to you guys. I mean, I got a lot of circles and marks on the right side of my sheet, which is the defense over here.
I'm at either that guy or that guy.
Yeah, okay.
But that's...
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
I could be convinced either one.
I'd probably lean a little bit more that way.
Yeah.
But it's tight.
Yeah, I would too, I think.
Here's what I say. I don't. You can pick any of those guys. I think it'd be okay because that defensive effort tonight was so outstanding in the trenches. I mean, they were just pushing that offense back. They didn't let them do anything.
Right.
Let's go.
Go with that one?
Yes.
All right.
That's where you're at?
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's going to change that at this point.
Okay.
6.5 minutes left.
All right. We'll let it marinate till about 4 minutes, and we'll announce it. Yeah. So we'll give a hint as a defensive player tonight, and that defense has definitely earned it. Some definitely nice plays on offense, don't get us wrong, but that was quite a defensive effort. Pitched out here to the near side, good cutback, moves it up in there, and nice tackle by Anthony McPherson on the tackle.
He filled well there, didn't he? Really nice.
Stop the play, number 24.
Yeah. So what do you tell Jeff that?
What's that?
Takes the ball down to the 46-yard line of the Wildcats. Result of the play.
Okay, yep, 16 seconds left in the Holman Chippewa Falls game. Chippewa Falls leads 17-14. Holman driving 3rd and 5 at about the 39-yard line.
With 16 seconds to go.
Yes.
Interesting.
I think I read that the Chippewa coach, Chuck Rakovich, is in his 50th year of coaching football at Chi High.
Wow.
I read that too. 50th.
Is that right? 50 years?
Timeout on the field.
I have some information about the running clock rule from my brother. Sean Johnson is watching. It's actually it's after the first quarter in a 35-point lead.
There you go.
That's when the running clock.
So we got a timeout. Why don't we go thank First National Bank of River Falls.
First National Bank of River Falls is a proud sponsor of River Falls High School. We've been sponsoring River Falls High School athletics for over 50 years. We're proud to support area students, student athletes, and educators within our schools. Together, we are building a better community, one child at a time.
Thank you, Jeff Johnson, down at the First National Bank of River Falls. Go open a savings account for the youngster. Car loan, home loan, refi. Maybe refis are about done, but
yes.
How about that? Refis are about done. But hey, get a new home loan. Go see the friendly folks at the First National Bank of River Falls. Handoff up the middle. That give is to the big fella, number 16, Trevor Martin, who moves it forward for about 6.
Stop number 24, Anthony McPherson.
And Holman was not able to convert. Chippewa Falls defeats Holman by a score of 17-14.
We'll see Holman next week.
We will in 7 days. Another Thursday night game.
We'll be bringing that to you from Holman. So Holman gets to knock heads with the Big Rivers Conference in the first 2 games.
Another final, Hudson 31, Marshfield 0.
Big Rivers Conference flexing the muscle a little bit tonight. Handoff again up the middle to Trevor Martin, who probably, I think he just made first down yardage, and they'll move the chains with 4:49 to go. They'll stop the clock as they move the chains.
Ball spot at the 36-yard line.
Once again, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight online. Great football game. If you're a Wildcat fan, all you Wisconsin Rapids fans too, you have a great football squad, and we're really glad that you tuned in and your team made the journey over here to River Falls, and we were glad to host you. And best of luck to you folks the rest of this season. And glad you joined us tonight. Handoff up the middle, ball pops free, and the Wildcats have it.
Ben O'Malley, I think, with the recovery.
And it was Ben O'Malley. I saw the ball pop out of there, and the Wildcats, I believe, recover. And they're going to say, I didn't see an indication from the referees. That was clearly a fumble, though.
For sure.
Clearly a fumble. Clearly a fumble. We got the replay. They're going to confer. Let's watch that replay as they confer. Let's see.
I think the near side line judge is going to get
Let's
it
watch
right.
it. Here it is, Nate. You tell us what you see.
Yep, they did.
Right there, that ball popped out of there. And I don't think he was down. I think that is the correct call. It's a fumble.
Right on.
Great job, Greg Peters, with the camera down there in the field. Saw that feed right out of there.
Probably get some offensive subs here.
We should. We'll try to shout them out as they come into the game here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Actually, Ryan Schurz has played probably more kids at this point of the game than in recent memory, for sure, even throughout the contested parts of the game.
Looks like number 12, Tino Massa at quarterback. I saw 77, Caleb Thompson, the 6'5", 250-pound junior.
Number 45, Josh Jenkins, is in at fullback. He's a 5'10", 185-pound sophomore.
Thought I saw 66, maybe Carson Flanagan going into the game.
Another sophomore.
Throw the garage logo up there. We're going to make an announcement who our first week 1 garage gridiron grinder is this week. We are, first of all, very, very impressed with the defensive line. We were shuffling between about 3 of them, and Lincoln McCarty is the week 1 garage gridiron grinder. I'm going to get the grinder trophy and go down there and have a conversation with Lincoln McCarty. I think he's earned that, fellas.
I agree. Congratulations, Lincoln.
I think this has the potential to be an epic interview, Kevin. So we need to make sure that the antenna is pointed properly.
I did.
So
I'm going to try this other.
So we can hear this.
I'm going to look for my other microphone. I'm going to look for the other handheld. Oh, it's in that box, which is in there. I don't know. So I'm going to have to find the young ladies that have the mic. So.
Oh boy,
good luck. You may have to crowd surf for that one.
Greg, I might need your help getting my white. Oh, Greg's got it in his hand. Okay, he's got it. So I'll go down there and get it from Greg Peters. So that's good. And I'll make sure to do the interview right out here.
Let's see who else we have out there right now, Jeff. Let's see. Pick out some other.
It's Tara Savage still in at running back. Nice carry there.
Joseph Tara Savage with the carry.
Number 63, Griffin Klecker on the line. 72, that's Alex Pearson. Number 23 in the game, Brody Schaefer, junior.
Just over 8 yards, brings up 2nd and 2.
77, Caleb Thompson.
Yeah, Caleb, 6'5", 250. I think his family calls him Midge.
Midge.
I think.
He's only a junior, so some good depth on the Wildcat offensive line. Good first down carry.
Tara Savage with the carry.
By Tara Savage.
Attaboy, Joey!
Attaboy, Joey.
What a treat for these young kids, huh? To get an opportunity.
Wildcats.
Get on the turf on a Thursday night. Good for them.
So I'm going to make my way down with 3:27 to go, and we'll try to get this thing wrapped up relatively quickly.
Sounds good.
All right, here I'm going to leave this here. Hold on, take this headset off.
Tino Massa in at quarterback for the Wildcats. Give to Tara Savage. Nice job moving forward by Joey.
Number 21, Joseph Tara Savage with the carry. Taken on by a host of Red Raiders.
Gain of about 6 yards there. Make it 7. That's 2nd and 3.
Gain of about 7.
From the Red Raiders' 44-yard line. Nate, just an all-around great showing tonight by the Wildcats.
Yeah, really nice. I mean, the one lapse was a long pass that had Rapids not completed. I'm not sure they would have scored tonight, but that really changed the field position at that point in the game. Joey with a nice burst there.
Tara Savage with the carry.
Yeah, like we talked earlier, Nate, this first game, you just never know what you're going to see.
Who's the ball?
Walked out of that scrimmage last Friday night not knowing what we were going to see either. Not super confident, but yeah, just an all-around great showing. Wildcats proving probably why they're ranked number 4 in the state in Division II.
Yeah, really nice job by the returning players, but also kudos to the newcomers and the coaching staff getting those boys ready. I mean, it is a definite jump up going from JV to the varsity level, playing against kids that are older, bigger, stronger, faster, and they held their own. Great job tonight all around by the Wildcats.
Absolutely. A lot of sophomores making some nice contributions tonight. Lincoln McCarty, our Garage Gridiron player of the game, he's only a junior. Got some pretty good playing time last year as a sophomore, and came back this year even better. Another two-sport athlete, also a wrestler, Lincoln. So lots of good efforts tonight. Jack Rock did a really nice job on both sides of the ball, on offense and defense. Another good showing by Jacob Range, the senior quarterback.
Mason Novak with his first varsity catch as a sophomore wide receiver. Andrew Amundsen, a couple passes, some nice returns.
Eli Johnson, the junior tight end, a couple of touchdown passes that he caught.
Eli Johnson may be one of the best prospects for some potential offers down the line with his size and athleticism.
Yes.
6'6", 225, and good showing by him tonight. Probably getting some looks already as a junior.
I believe he is, and as well he should be, and this performance is only going to help that.
Victory formation for the Cats, and Massa takes the knee, and that should run out the clock, Jeff. Great start by the Wildcats, a 33-7 victory over the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. Congratulations to the Wildcats, Coach Schurz and his coaching staff on a well-earned victory tonight.
Well earned, and I think some more good news. I did not come across any injuries other than a whole bunch of cramps. But nice job there. The Wildcats next week on Thursday night will travel to Holman, Wisconsin to take on the Vikings. Holman, a last-second loser tonight to Chippewa Falls on the road in Chip. That'll be a doubleheader. We'll be broadcasting the freshman game at 4 o'clock from Holman, and then we'll have a different link for the varsity game, which will start at 7 p.m.
And we'll do our research during the course of the week to give you a little bit more of an update on what Holman has to offer. But my recollection of them from a couple of years ago is they also typically don't throw the ball a lot, more of a run-first type of a team. Is that what you remember, Jeff?
That's what I recalled from the game we played there. I think it was 2 years ago when we played in Holman. They were here last year as well.
Right. Well, let's see what else happened. So Hudson, big winners over Marshfield. Chippewa Falls, another BRC winner tonight. And Menominee says fourth quarter, but it looks like they're going to put the finishing touches on Rice Lake, 21-12. That game is over as well.
Menominee, I expect to be a vastly improved football team this year. They played a lot of underclassmen last year, a lot of returning starters, beating a very good Rice Lake football team, currently in the middle border, but they'll be headed back to the Big Rivers Conference in 2024.
Yeah, let's talk about that shakeup a little bit, Jeff. Can you tell us how that looks for into the future for the big BRC?
Well, the BRC and the Wisconsin Valley, the Valley Football Association has been divided basically into two divisions, each with 7 teams. The BRC will consist of all of the current Big Rivers teams with the exception of Eau Claire North and Eau Claire Memorial. So they will move out to the other side of the new conference, and they'll be replaced by Rice Lake.
No. Get a little closer.
Go a little closer.
How about right there? Okay, we'll go right here then, okay?
Yep, that's perfect. Thanks, Kevin. And then the other side of the division will consist primarily of Valley Football Association teams along with the 2 Eau Claire teams. So you will play every team on our side once, and then we'll have a crossover game. I believe it's against a random team from the other side, and that'll make up the 7 conference games.
So we'll play the BRC teams and then one team from the Valley Football Conference each year, and that counts as that's a conference game.
Correct. And that could be one of the 2 Eau Claire teams.
Okay.
Because they are on that side.
and that will maybe be on a rotation, so River Falls won't always play Rapids or won't always play Wausau. It could be any number of those teams.
I would assume so.
Okay.
That's the case.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, stay tuned, right? Because the WIAA and conference alignment, and I think they're trying to do what's best in developing parity and making sure that all of the divisions, conferences have the same number of teams and therefore the same number of conference games. But man, it's been a whirlwind. It was just 2 years ago we were in the Mississippi Valley Conference playing with Holman and Onalaska and the lacrosse schools, back to the BRC and changing members of the BRC this year and then again next.
And that was supposed to be a 2-year deal, and the COVID year of 2020, we did not play in that conference, but we did the following year in 21, won the conference, River Falls did, and then moved back to the BRC where they were last year, and they also won that conference, co-champions with the Hudson Raiders.
Yeah, it's been quite a run for the River Falls Wildcat football program, hasn't it, in the last four years, really?
Yeah, I believe they have, if you negate the COVID year, where they only played 3 games, I believe they have 4 consecutive conference championships.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Great job by David Crail, started it, and Ryan Schurz, who was the offensive coordinator back then, is doing a good job as his replacement as Crail moved up to the activities director position.
You know, Coach Schurz and I talked about that in our interview during the course of the week, and he was one to make sure to point out the continuity of coaches that he has around him, and I'm sure he'd want to give credit to many of his assistants as well.
Lincoln McCarty here. The boys are excited about this.
All right. Can you hear me upstairs? We're good. All right.
We got you.
I'm with Lincoln McCarty. Lincoln, week 1, Garage Gridiron Grinder of the game. How about that right there? There's some hardware for you right there. It's engraved on the back side.
I love that.
All right. I tell you what, we're coming up to this game today. Did you know you had as great a defense as we saw tonight?
Oh, yeah. I knew our defense would pull through. We're a very physical team. Me and many other linemen on our defensive linemen, linebackers, safeties, corners, all of them. Give props to all of them for working so hard in the offseason. I love them all. We have a unity. We trust each other, and I believe that's what makes our defense special.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Special. There was about 11 plays tonight where they had negative yards.
Yeah, I mean, that's just our D-line and linebackers flowing down. Safeties come down hard. I think we all just played hard, disciplined, and just physical.
Your school and your community is proud of you. Great game out of the chute. Great job on defense. Hope we see more of that this season. We look forward to watching you.
Can't wait. I'm very excited for the future.
I got the can't wait. That's awesome. Lincoln McCarty, you bet, baby. Congratulations. Week 1's Garage Gridiron Grinder of the game. All right, Lincoln McCarty. Hey, Lincoln, let me get your picture real quick. Let's take this right back upstairs and throw the Garage logo on the screen. Thank you.
Lincoln McCarty, tonight's Garage Gridiron Grinder of the game. Very well deserved, Lincoln. He looks like he could play another quarter.
He sure does. He sure does.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
fired up. Happy for him. Look at him.
Oh, boy. Lincoln wants to get after it some more.
He says, let's play 2.
Good for him. Well deserved.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again to the Wildcats, Coach Ryan Schurz and his coaching staff, and all the moms and dads who probably had butterflies just like we did before the night tonight, Jeff. Always good to get that first game under the belt, and I'm sure the boys were excited. Sure, Coach Schurz and his staff will be studying game film, looking for ways to get better and continue to improve, which has been a calling card of their program, is not settling for one performance, but looking for ways to get better, potentially expanding the playbook. But great opportunity for a lot of guys to get on the field, to get their feet wet, and get some of those first game jitters out, ready for the rest of the season.
Exactly. Great start to the 2023 football season for the River Falls Wildcats. Again, next week we will head down a couple hours to Holman, Wisconsin to take on the Vikings. Again, that's another Thursday game. That's our only other Thursday game of the season. 7 p.m. start for the varsity contest from Holman. We will be there. Kevin Westhouse, Jeff Johnson, Nate Sherman, and Braden Ekstrom, I believe. Braden, you coming to Holman too? All right, good. We'll all be down there, cramming into a small booth. Chris Larson, you going to be there too? Holman? Why not? He said, all right, okay. Perfect. Sounds good. I think we'll, as Kevin likes to say, put a big red bow on this thing. On behalf of all my colleagues here, again, the final score from David Smith Stadium, River Falls 33, Wisconsin Rapids 7. We'll see you next Thursday night. Good night, everybody.